location of powerful genies.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like creating in some remote part of Candlekeep, maybe even outside of it, this like complicated ritual with salts and herbs and gemstones, and like the gemstones formed into a mouth. No, the gems went full Ouija board and formed letters.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Halvard, what do you think you're doing during your downtime?
I was sleeping.
Okay, you had like a nightmare where you were being attacked by a panther person, so another feline type person, and the panther person was about to murder you when they said, "Halvard, please go to the Court of Air," and then you woke up.
I love
it. Yes. So, you all went to the Court of Air, and I will go over there so we can see the NPC that had summoned you. It was this guy. Who,
I love his little magic AirPods.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. While not being an employee of Candlekeep, has sought out Candlekeep and hired them to help with this mystery because it concerns a Candlekeep book and a Candlekeep librarian. He brought a book that is made of crystal, and it looks like it would be about like divination or some such. But upon opening it, it's about rituals involved in like extending the life of someone and then like swapping organs with them. And like if you swapped organs with someone, you could use mind control and things like that. Make them into servants. So that was messed up. And apparently the last Somebody say something?
I said it's my food here. You can go on.
Oh yeah. So the last librarian who was studying it went missing, and the book was then sent to this man to try to like solve the puzzle, and he could not. But he noticed something at the end of the book. At the end of the book, there was a list of names, and CSI Candlekeep's names were all listed in that list. Every single one of you, and some unknown names too, to be learned later. But we were trying to figure out what that list is, and we figured out that it's a list of all donors and recipients of organs.
This is encoded, you said?
Encoded.
The names were encoded?
No, not encoded, just literally listed first and last name under a list of, and then at the top it said, the reason it was, the only encoded part was the title of the list. The title of the list was like a weird, let's see if I can find it. It was like the named beings. But then we looked up in the book and it says, the named beings listed at the end of this book have been selected to donate their organs to the organization that's running it right now is called the House of the All-Seeing Orb.
So a guy shows up, he's like, we need your help.
Yes.
He has a book.
Yes.
He tried to do something with the book and he couldn't figure it out or whatever.
Yes.
He shows it to us,
mm-hmm.
and our group's names are at the end of the very last page.
Your names and the librarian who went missing before this incident. Yes.
Okay. And someone thought it was a good idea to investigate this. When the heading was these people have chosen to donate their organs?
No. It's not that. It's that you guys have already donated your organs. Past tense. It's already happened. You guys, at some point in the past, had your organs taken from you and other people's organs put inside you. So, like...
And none of us are aware of this.
No, you're all aware of this.
We're aware of it now. But we weren't aware of it before.
Yes, none of you have memories of surgeries or being knocked out or... I mean, that's the thing. You would imagine that at some point during your life, you went to the dentist or you went to... And, like, maybe something happened or you went to bed one night and had a nightmare. And then, so, like, at some point during your life, something in your body was swapped out with somebody else's. So, and you don't know which organ it is either, except during our adventure, we did find Krasafir and Tiramisu. Let me look up my notes. We found Krasafir. We come to a place that has canopic jars, and we found Krasafir's esophagus in a jar, and we found tiramisu's tongue in a jar.
Yeah.
Which means
original
the
tongue,
original
esophagus.
Yes, that means
We're not missing anything at the moment.
You're not missing anything. You have somebody else's.
Yeah.
So tiramisu has someone else's tongue, and Krasavir has someone else's esophagus.
Okay, but like, okay, see, that's what I misunderstood from last week.
Yeah.
I thought like we were all missing, like we came here and then all of a sudden we were missing organs.
Oh, I see.
Like,
Yes.
Okay, we're just going along with this. Like,
So
okay.
nobody except for those two knows which organ was swapped out. You just know something.
Yeah.
But. And Sendu, even though you're a Warforged, your name is also on this list.
In fairness, I don't think this would actually. I don't think this would actually super surprise Sendu, because in reality, none of Sendu's parts were originally his. He's fully constructed. So he's oh, that sounds right. Wait, what?
It does mean that after your original awakening, your parts were stripped out.
Oh no, absolutely. But like that initial statement of like, oh, you have a part that doesn't belong to you, and Sendu's like, that sounds right, actually.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this was a post-creation thing.
Yes.
Okay, this is a problem.
Oh, and the jars also had symbols on them, which is how we kind of identified who was who. So like the tiramisu's had a bow and arrow on it, and Kraz's had a question mark on it, and he's wild magic, so like randomness, and they did some medicine checks and stuff. But yes, so the party is now. We went to a distant land called Teshluta, which is down by Chult, to this order of divination people who are trying to, they're all about fate and the future and divination and trying to figure things out and fortune telling. And so we are in their base. We've been welcomed in. We spoke to like a secretary. She was super nice. We're waiting to speak with the master. We did notice that the secretary's name is also in the book. And there's a couple people that have gone missing recently whose names are also in the book. There is, let me just find the thing here. There was a tiefling barbarian who went missing. There was the Candlekeep librarian who went missing. There was a wizard who went missing, and what was the last one? Oh, a high priest that went missing. But the thing is, what's up?
We said we found another one of them in one of the rooms, so we searched.
Yes, so we found this in one of the rooms.
Oh!
And it is a golem. But we don't know who it is, but the book states that if you do the organ swapping and perform a ritual, you can turn someone into a golem. So our guess is that this is one of the missing people on the list, and now they're a golem. So that's a thing. But yeah. So, and the thing is that nobody was really worried about these people having gone missing because time inside the, what do you call this?
The temple,
temple.
Yeah,
Yeah, time inside the temple works different than time outside the temple. So the idea was that these 4 or 5 people had come here to study, and the fact they hadn't been seen in 6 months isn't that weird because for them it could be 4 days. So,
Right.
yeah. So the party currently, and the last thing I'll say is we had beaten 2 genies, which would be of note to Sendu. We beat up 2 Dao.
They deserved it.
Okay, well, Dao in general are jerks, so that's okay.
They were holding our parts hostage.
And that's the 2 genies are the 2 Dao are where we found the 2 organ jars we found so far.
Also, I'm still making my bagel.
We had entered into this room here, and then the party thought, oh, this has big boss energy. We see a coffin in the middle, and then we also see some jars, and the party was like, yeah, we're not going to go here yet, and we left. And so...
That tracks.
Yeah.
So where we are now is there's a hall of mirrors, and we are an initiative because what you do in the hall of mirrors matters, and certain actions can make you take damage. So I will put Sendu outside of the hall of mirrors. Let's see. Galman's not here. We have Kraz, we have Nightshade. Tiramisu's not here yet, but they're coming, so I will leave them there. Broder,
So we have
right
no
now,
player.
in order to get inside of the temple, Broder lied and said he was a delivery man, and so that's why he looks like a delivery man.
You know what? I admire Broder's sheer commitment to the bit.
Oh yeah, it's my thing.
So am I missing anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool.
Is Jessica not turning her camera on today?
She's not feeling well, I think.
She stated she wasn't going to turn it on.
I see.
Okay, so Galman is not here. Kraz, you've seen people go in. Some have taken damage, some have not. They are like looking around, investigating things of that nature. What do you do?
Okay, I will step up to the doorway, not
I
enter the
probably
room.
do something. So Sendu, you find out your organs are taken. You talk to Candlekeep staff, and they activate a teleportation circle that gets you here.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
how-
Sendu's got an abilities where he could, like, command wind walk or something to get there, so he has his own ways to get there if
Okay.
he needs to.
Cool.
So I am going to I can always a heavy. I'm going to throw a firebolt at the mirrors directly across from me.
Nice.
Okay. Let me
So-
check.
I'm pretty sure that a 17 hits.
1 second here. It does hit. Roll damage.
22 points fire damage.
It seems like it's immune to fire damage.
Interesting.
Unfortunate.
Yes, unfortunate. Okay. Yep, that's my
You move into the room, or are you staying outside?
nope. I'm staying right the fuck in. I've seen two people walk in the room and
All right.
and suffer something very psychically painful. I'm staying the fuck out.
Okay.
Okay.
Albert brain hurt.
I'm here.
Yes.
Oh
What you
yeah, it's
doing?
my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck.
You are standing outside the Hall of Mirrors.
I am.
Then Sendu gets to go.
Oh, and each thing is 10 feet. They're giant squares. I'll put Sendu into initiative. You are there. I just need to move you.
Sendu already rolled initiative.
Yes. Oh no, I know you rolled it. I just have to move you. That's all. And I added you superfluously.
Sendu gets 2 turns.
Okay. So. So this might be weird.
Okay.
I don't know if I should do this.
I like weird.
I don't know if this would even make sense.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing
That's a
fairy.
firebolt and a magic wind mirror.
Well, I was thinking of fairy fire, and all it would do is it would outline a 20-foot cube, and it would outline creatures in light, so it would outline things that would be creatures, so the things that aren't true wouldn't be outlined. So, I don't know. But that doesn't make sense. No, I'm just gonna magic missile the fucking mirrors. Actually, you know what? Actually, let me look at the... No, because that's a creature. Everything is labeled creature. And the magic mirrors aren't a creature unless they are a creature. DM?
They're not. As far as you can tell, they're not a creature. I'm lying. They're a creature. No. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah, it would.
Surprise, every mirror is a mimic.
Well, then one of them should have taken some fucking firebolt damage.
They are immune. They are mimics who are immune to fire.
Yes, they are fire mimics.
Of course they are.
That sounds awful.
That's because it is.
I think I already tried to attack one of the mirrors last session, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If I don't, you attack them and
But
you
Nightshade
have to
would
be able
not
to...
go in that room.
Okay. You don't have to. What are you doing outside the room?
Just fire an arrow at it.
I guess I'll throw a hand axe. Why not?
Okay.
I just throw a hand axe at a mirror. Fuck it.
21 hits.
Bless him. Yeah, Blooming Blade would, and Green Flame Blade wouldn't work because they're not creatures, correct?
Or creatures, yeah.
Okay. Just, asking for a friend.
Yeah.
8.
It seems like it's immune to slashing damage.
Well.
Isn't it also immune to piercing? Did I break one?
Yeah,
of them?
you had done a rapier thing, and it was immune to piercing, yes. So piercing, slashing, and fire so far.
And what kind of damage did it do to us?
Psychic.
Cool.
Anything else, Nightshade, or was that it?
That's all I do.
Okay. Sendu.
I'm not fucking going in that room. I step back, actually.
No, you arrive and you find your cohorts are, really puzzled by this situation.
It was an impressive series of twists and turns to get here, but that receptionist was quite lovely. What is... Oh, dear. What are we doing in here?
As the end of my turn, I tell him what happened in that room.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened in that room, so... apparently, Broder hit something with a rapier, and it dealt psychic damage?
So
My name is John Upsman, I'll have you know.
So what happened was, the second they step in the room, they have to do a certain type of save, which obviously you wouldn't know in character. But yeah, you do a save, and then if you pass, you're good to walk around the room. If you fail, you take psychic damage.
It's
Which
a
then you can still walk,
dex
but
save.
then after you save, you can still walk around the room.
So
Even
there's
if you don't
some
save, you can
degree
still
of
walk around the room.
field of damage around the area.
It's
yes.
dex, and you do it all the fucking time.
Was it Dex?
And it
It
creates
was?
images of you.
Yeah, it was Dex.
It was. That's why I ain't fucking going in that room.
Yeah.
What, you don't have a super high dex? Aren't you a ranger type? You are?
I have negative dexterity. I am not a ranger.
No, this is not a ranger.
Oh.
She is an Eldritch Knight. She's a fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have the worst dex in existence.
What is your dex mod?
-1.
Oof.
Ew.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that would...
I
Sendu,
could
3 people
own.
have-
I would even fail on a nat 20.
Do you know what the DC is?
I'm
do you
sure
mean?
it's
We know it's pretty fucking high.
pretty high. Yeah.
1, I would never make someone fail on a nat 20. But 2,
Oh,
so yeah,
do-
Sendu, we have a room full of mirrors. And they would have also told you that when like Tiramisu got in the room, they noticed infinite versions of them.
Mhm.
So like the
I
mirrors
saw
are
this
just
happening,
like-
so
So Tiramisu, Broder, and Halvard all see infinite versions of themselves in the mirrors.
Interesting.
I'm not going in there.
Have you considered going in there whilst invisible? If there is no image of yourself to cast reflections, would it not therefore be unable to provide these infinite versions?
Someone tried that, right? Someone is hidden or invisible.
I don't think anyone's invisible.
I distinctly remember someone being.
Yeah, someone's invisible in here. I think it was Marcus.
I thought the
Might
first
have been
person who went in did.
Yeah, someone was invisible when they went in here.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I'm trying to remember what happened because not everybody got hit.
No.
So, there's something wrong with the turn order, I think. Oh no, so it's because Broder held his initiative. That's why.
Hello.
So I don't. But the thing is, I don't remember what happened because not everybody took damage when they came in. Some people passed on the save, and some people. I feel like let me see. If you're invisible. I feel like Tiramisu might have turned invisible after they went in. Marcus isn't here, so I can't ask them. Does anybody remember?
Well, that's the thing. One of us was definitely either invisible or hiding. I don't know which.
I feel like Marcus is invisible.
If it's not me, and it's not you, then it's Tiramisu.
Well, I can tell you, hiding wouldn't do anything. So I know it's not hiding. I'm trying to think if.
Does Tiramisu have an ability that allows him to turn invisible?
Let me look at their character sheet. Because I know Tiramisu's mostly about teleporting, so I don't know if there's an invisibility part. Let's look. And also, I usually put an icon on people who have abilities and stuff, so I feel like I would have put some kind of icon for invisible, but I guess the icon would be invisible.
I do see that Tiramisu has checked off the etherealness, or the ethereal step.
That was from the battle.
Oh, okay.
Against the Dao.
Yes.
Nature's Veil.
Yes, Nature's Veil allows her to turn invisible.
Happened during. I feel like that also happened during the battle.
No.
Though.
He definitely did it in here.
Okay.
I think he did that after he saw someone get their ass whooped.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think Broder went in. I still think Broder went in first.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
No, I went in like.
I definitely didn't go in first. Okay.
I held the initiative as people were like exploring to see what was going on.
I think the thing is, even if you don't see infinite versions of yourself, you do see the other people. So, like, Halvard still sees... I said Tiramisu wasn't there, so nobody's seeing reflections of Tiramisu, but Halvard is seeing reflections of both Halvard and Broder. Broder is seeing reflections of both Broder and Halvard. So, while you wouldn't see yourself, you would see infinite reflections of the other people in the hallway. So Tiramisu's plan would only work if Tiramisu came in by herself. Or Sendu, if Sendu were to do it, same thing applies because now Broder and Halvard are in there.
I see. So there would have to be nothing... So, assuming this information that I have via the grace of God...
Yes.
There would have to be no one else within the room in order to not see something bad.
Yeah, in order for the invisibility to maybe work, I'm not even guaranteeing that it would work, but in order for the invisibility to maybe work, you would definitely need no one else in the hallway. Or
Did
everybody
to
be invisible.
Crashing noises? Were you two attacking the mirrors?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Trying to break them.
Attempting to break
Breaking the mirrors would sever... Would cancel the psychic damage effect.
I suppose that's fair. If this is projecting some degree of damaging field, then it makes sense.
Mirror hurt us, we hurt mirror.
I would like to attempt to understand this effect a little bit better, Kyle. I would like to activate Detect Magic.
Okay.
Which is a 30-foot cone in front of me.
Oh, hey, does anybody have blind sight or true sight?
I have blind sight out to 10 feet.
You could have true sight.
Wait. I have blind sense. I always forget that. It's not sight.
Okay, so you're...
If Detect Magic reveals something interesting, I will activate True Seeing afterwards.
Detect Magic would show...
Glowing.
Also, hello. I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Sendu.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even mention Krasafir in the intro. So, yes, I'll let you, you can RP it, but as we were on the way to the place, Krasafir was waiting in line because for separate reasons he was going to the Divination Temple, and then we noticed that Krasafir's name was also in the book.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm guys up here. And I kind of jumped up because we're all in the same boat, apparently.
I suppose this is something of a recurring theme with us recently. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And you, if we can get out of this crap.
And just so Mark knows, Sendu looks like this.
Gotcha. I know you're saying Warforged, so pretty much a robot.
I am a full robot person.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I would love to see what Detect Magic shows me.
All the mirrors are magic.
Unsurprising.
Gaspa.
I'm going to guess some degree of evocation or enchantment. Perchance illusion?
Illusion, yes. Evocation, yes. No enchantment.
Fascinating. Any other schools of magic present?
Think that's it. Oh, oddly
Also,
enough,
powerful necromancy.
What's the range on your detect magic?
Detect Magic is 30 feet, and I forget how long you said these squares are.
10 feet each. So you can, if you go to the edge, yeah. So yes, all the mirrors around you have those two. And then how long does your detect magic stay long?
It stays active for 10 minutes, but I can cast it at will, so functionally infinite.
Okay, so I'm going to give you more about this room, even though you couldn't see it from there. But are you going to walk around the room?
I would so for what I can tell from outside is only that the mirrors are projecting illusion and evocation magic.
Yes.
I can get no further information.
No further from that.
Yeah, that's fair. Interesting. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Manavaka, go in the room, please.
Poor Manavaka.
Okay, when Manavaka is summoned in the room, I'm going to need Manavaka to give me a dex save.
Oh no, Manavaka's like, wait, hold on, this hurts people? This shit hurts? This is actually a good question. Is this effect avoidable in any way?
Manavaka is Sendu's imp familiar since he's a warlock.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep.
Sendu did ask a question. Is this effect avoidable in any way? Yeah, because I do still feel pain, you shithead.
As far as the party knows, you could walk around with your eyes closed, maybe? Or...
Well, that wouldn't be helpful. Fine, Manavaka, cease. Yeah, thanks. Yes, I'm just gonna walk in. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay.
I can't get very far because I don't have much more than 30 feet of movement, but Sendu will walk into the room and keep his Detect Magic active. It is a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Which I find weird as well, but that's what the book says.
It is my ability to keep my eyes away from me.
I think that's kind of the idea.
That is a 6, my good sir.
That's a fail.
Strong 6.
So you take 22 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
Yeah, that thing hurts.
What I will here, I think I should illustrate something different. I think I said it last time. You notice that upon the failed save, upon walking, narrate differently. Upon walking into the room, you see hundreds of Sendus, and you have an indescribable urge to touch a mirror, and when you touch the mirror, you take the psychic damage. But you can't help touch the mirror.
Gotcha. But there was no enchantment component to this effect.
Yes, it is something in the illusion magic.
Fascinating. Does Detect Magic reveal anything more about the room now?
Nothing additional from there. You will have to move about the cabin.
So Sendu will touch the mirror and shiver.
Sendu, which mirror are you touching?
I do not know. There are no visible mirrors in this map. So
every wall, floor, and ceiling is a mirror.
Well, given that I am standing on them, I'm touching several mirrors.
You know, but you're wearing boots or shoes, right?
No, he is. I mean, sort of. Okay. Sendu is his boots.
Yeah. Oh shit. Wait. Okay, nope. Not the
Yes, but
floor.
Sendu is also not living tissue.
He is technically
More or
living
less.
tissue. It's different. But I was wrong.
Yes, I've never really looked into Warforged.
The
I
floors
was
are
wrong.
not mirrored.
Not floors and not ceiling, just walls.
Okay.
But the walls are floor to ceiling, yes?
Yes. And they run 10 panels. So like this, every block is a mirror.
Gotcha. But
Every 10
presumably
feet
there
is a
are
mirror.
ways through? Like, there are breaks in the mirror to allow us to pass to different areas?
Nope.
So I can't move to there. I'm trapped in here by these
Oh,
mirrors.
sorry. I mean the walls of a block. So like this is a mirror, but the rest of it is just open air.
Oh!
So literally this here.
So I'm touching this mirror.
Yeah.
Okay. So in answer to your question, I'm touching that one.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Could you point at it again?
Sure.
Okay.
Good oops.
One not by you.
Whereas
right
like
next to Crowder,
Broder,
as a matter of fact.
Broder and Halvard touched the mirror that's like, down by them or I think they would have touched probably this mirror because they took a right when they entered the room. So they probably would have.
Fascinating. I felt my central processings fail for a moment. I would recommend against touching the mirror if at all possible, though the magic that relates to it seems to force that action.
That was actually only upon you. So Broder's was like he tripped and fell, and like not tripped and fell, but tripped and brushed the mirror. And then Halvard's was, I think he like attacked the mirror with his claws or something. And so like they've touched it in various ways. Yours has been the only one that has been a compulsion.
Well, Senju does not know that because no one has told him that. So,
Very
because
right.
this party is allergic to giving people information.
Foos pops his head in the door and is like, "Hey, here's all the information you need. Okay, bye."
Justajar, thank you for the compelling bit of exposition. That's the end of Sendu's turn.
In my defense, not much was explained about how the psychic damage was happening. Other than
That is true. No one was
Yeah.
asking. Everybody was like, "Oh, he took damage. Okay, cool." And I didn't tell because I'm dumb and I wasn't thinking in the moment.
Don't
So
call
No,
yourself
no.
dumb. That's not
You don't
helpful.
have DM. You don't have to give out any information unless we ask.
you
for it.
guys
We
don't
can
ask.
walk through this.
That's fair. All right, Halvard.
So, in between Sendu and myself right now.
Yeah.
Standing between us. I could not see Sendu interact with the mirror, correct?
You could see his like finger brush it or touch it or
Sendu
whatever.
also
Yeah.
said out loud, "I touched the mirror
No, but
and I felt my
I'm
brain
asking
die."
specifically about what I see.
Oh, you
Okay,
could
fair.
see it. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Right-
so
right
I
now,
saw
you
Sendu
also-
touch the mirror. Did I see the reflection on the other side?
Yes.
Can I have a description of that, please? Was it exactly what happened in the
Oh,
room?
it's just yeah, it's exactly the opposite. It's just literally a Sendu reaching up and touching the mirror. Yes.
So nothing unusual that I could see happen when Sendu touched the mirror from the other side of the reflection.
No.
Oh, there
I'll
goes
tell you,
that
out of
theory.
character, I think the mirror puzzles you guys are thinking of are way cooler than this actual mirror puzzle. And so
Okay, so my second thought, which I would like the party to talk me out of, I pull out my great axe and I pull out my arm, and I'm like, so what would happen if I chopped off my arm?
You
If
would
I'm
probably
looking in the
lose your
mirror,
arm.
Would the me that's in the mirror still chop off his arm, or would the me in the mirror be like, no, don't do that, buddy, okay? I'm not real. Like, the chick is up.
Suggest a much more logical thing of how about you just cut yourself a little rather than full amputation first?
Yeah, I don't think, do we have anybody here who could reattach that limb?
Well, also, there is no conjurative magic in this mirror. It cannot create a mirror version of yourself. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kyle. It was enchantment and evocation. It wasn't even illusion, right? Or was it
illusion
not?
evocation.
It was illusion, not enchantment. That's right.
Yes.
So, can I
basically,
get some
Here's what I'll
lore?
explain. So in universe, the mirrors are taking the same actions you take. So when you take a step, they take a step. When you poke it, they poke it. When you attack it with a firebolt, the firebolt happens. Like those are all true. The thing is, though, is that each mirror is a mirror of 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 a mirror. So while when you look in a mirror, you only see one reflection. Now in each reflection, you're seeing reflections unfold upon each other. So it's just that it's just the pure volume of reflections that's fucking with your brain is the idea.
Right, it's like walking through a house of mirrors where they're back to back, the reflections are bouncing off each other constantly.
I have an idea then.
I would like to hear your...
I intend to simply cover up one side of the wall. I intend to cast Silent Image and block out a 15-foot section of the wall so that I can only see one side of the mirror.
That's genius. Do I have anything? I rifled through my bag of...
You have a tarp.
Yeah.
I have a tarp. Do I have anything? I look for something to fasten said tarp to the mirror. What do I find? Am I finding anything to fasten the tarp, or am I just gonna...
Look in your bag. Look at your inventory, Halvard. I don't know what's in your
throws the tarp onto the mirror.
That was a question if you had one. I'm not saying you have one. You're responsible for your inventory, friendo.
I'm looking. Okay. All right.
I don't have a tarp.
So, can I get a description of my rations?
What?
Rations are nuts, fruit leather, jerky.
Do you have a bedroll? You can click on stuff and it'll give you a description of it, John, my love.
I would like my rations to be nothing but fruit leather, please.
Bedding and a blanket.
Vegetarian lion?
Yeah, your bedroll would probably be your best option.
Okay.
Actually, your only option looking at your thing.
Is unless like in my rations I have like a jar of grape jam that I can smear over the mirror? No.
Dried goods, not wet stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at the mirror. Mm-hmm. Is it wall to wall or is there like a wooden frame?
I apologize. You started your room in the mirror room. I need you to give me a deck save, please.
But I already did. Wait, because it's a new turn?
It's a new turn. You are the first person to experience a second turn in the mirror room, so you're now learning that by being in the mirror room, you have to do it again.
And I have advantage on decks on effects that I can see.
You can
I think the whole problem is that you can see this.
You can see too much, but yes, I think that does give you advantage.
That's kind of the whole problem.
Clicking on me, clicking on that.
That's they both fail.
Do you see both of them?
Oh no, sorry. I saw Sendu's and yours. I only saw your 13. What's the other one?
Okay. Haha.
Okay. The second one would pass. You feel that as you were about to hang up your bedroll, you almost touched the mirror, but you didn't.
Okay. So looking at the mirror, does it have a wooden frame where one could tuck the corners?
It is like ceiling
wall
to floor, wall to wall mirrors.
How would one hang?
I will remind the party that last session you guys were doing investigation checks and perception checks and things of that nature, so you can still do that. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Halvard likes Sendu's idea, and I think we should all just forego our turn so Sendu could just do his.
You want to attempt to hang yours. Your bedroll, let's say it's a 10 by 10, so you could get exactly one mirror covered up if you wanted to.
If I wanted to hold the thing, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I do that. Hey, Sendu, what's the range on your blocky Mick?
My illusion can cover a 15-foot cube.
So
15 feet to every side.
So can I get a line of where you would do it when it's your turn?
I think he was thinking about doing it at like one end of the hallway, right?
Well, if I'm looking at this mirror, I'm seeing the image bounce between these two mirrors, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Therefore,
and this mirror to that mirror and this mirror to that mirror. Like, they are zigzagging. That's the problem, is every mirror is reflecting off of every other mirror, pretty much.
It's like a house of mirrors.
So that would, in fact, be worthless. We'll be blocking out a 15-foot
if you block out 3 of the mirrors, then because they would still be getting reflections from all the other mirrors.
Are there mirrors on the
There's
floor?
no way to cover it all.
It would lessen it by like 20% or whatever the case may be, but yes.
Well,
Okay.
the answer then is that I can make a silent image that creates like essentially a black ring around us that we cannot see through that would allow us to travel through the area. And then we could see like, so for instance, if I'm doing...
Couldn't we just put a blanket over top of us and just stare at the floor? The floor isn't a mirror, right?
You could also just walk around with your eyes closed. That is true too.
If I do this with one, like a segment of one side cut out, then we can still see out of it. And we're only seeing a bit. While the rest of it is...
Okay, Sendu, we combined both of our ideas, right?
You hang the tarp over the segment that you came in through. Yeah.
Okay, Sendu, you block part of the wall, and then we surround you with our blankets.
I'm fascinated to see where this is going. Continue.
Because if you're blocking...
And it's not about just like traversing the hallway, because you do see that it is a sealed off hallway. There is no...
I wish someone had told me that.
Oh, you can see it on the map, guys. You can see a full, complete room that is sealed completely on all 6 sides.
Yeah, but we're all operating under the assumption
but Sendu
that...
could not see that from where he was.
We're operating under the assumption that one of these mirrors is fake and we could walk through it or something, right?
Yes, that is the general idea. Yeah.
Right. So we need someone... Wait, don't we just need to close our eyes and touch the mirrors? If our eyes are closed, we don't take any psychic damage. So we just close our eyes and go around. We're overthinking this, aren't we? And by Kyle's smile, I think.
I mean, I did keep saying you can walk around with your eyes closed. You can walk around with your eyes closed. That is.
That was this close.
It is not. It's not the solution. There are many solutions, but that is a solution that might.
I was this close to suggesting that we all cut ourselves and paint the mirrors with our blood.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, Halfred, you do still have the rest of your turn. What are you doing?
You could still cut yourself and cover the mirrors with blood.
In front of
me. Okay, I believe you touched this mirror last time. Do you want to move forward? Do you want to move across the hall? I mean, what are you doing?
Well, does a touch count as an action?
Well, what?
Or like, can I hold my hand to... Can I close my eyes, hold my hand to the mirror, and do my full 45... Do my full 45 movement.
Yeah, that's completely fine. So technically you could touch like 4 mirrors, yes.
Okay, so I do that going south.
Okay.
So I close my eyes. I put my hand out. Do I feel any pain?
I have to check something about that.
Do I feel a psychic... I anticipate psychic damage.
You trip on a rock and you fall for it and you open your eyes.
You've already made the pass this turn, so you are immune for the rest of this turn, yes.
Okay.
So
hand out, touching the wall, 1, 2,
3, 4. Yes, when you get to here, this mirror feels weird. You don't know why, but it feels weird.
You guys, I found it.
Oh? What did you find?
Okay, so I tell them everything I just did.
Yeah, he slid down and touched 3 mirrors in a row, and this mirror feels like... What's a good word for it? Gooey. This mirror feels gooey.
Gross.
Gooey?
Gooey.
It's the goo in my hand.
No, it's like a
shimmer?
No. Better example, Terminator 2, the shape-shifting Terminator gooey.
Okay, so liquid mercury.
Mercury, yes, it feels mercury. Yes.
Okay. Now hold on. So I'm walking. I take my. Where was I to start with?
You were right below Broder.
Okay, so I took how many steps?
You moved like 20 feet.
I moved 20 feet. Okay, I step through the mercury.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
No.
He
bangs his head against
That's with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Do you make dex checks with advantage or just dex saves?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Acrobatics is what I meant to say.
Okay. Okay. Oh, even better.
Okay. Yes. You merge through this mirror, and Halvard, let me unveil the secret room you've discovered. That's the opposite of what I want rolled to play.
It'll be a room I will never be able to go into.
All right. You find.
Watch this be a room with my organs, and it would be a room I'd never be able to go into. So it's always been safe from me.
A little meditation room. There are pads.
Hold on, my eyes are still closed. I didn't say I opened my eyes.
Sure, fine.
Well, your eyes weren't
Oh my
closed
God.
this turn because you were safe this turn.
Yeah, you can actually have your eyes open this whole because you already did your save, so you're safe.
Did I know that though?
Yes.
Did I know that, or
Yes.
would I? I feel like I would still keep my eyes closed.
I guess
I'm
just in
sure.
case. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Here's what you can feel. Then you smell incense burning. You feel as you walk in, the floor is made of pillows. So yeah, and you hear like a calming, tranquil, serene music, like meditation music, playing in the background.
Okay.
So you don't see anything because your eyes are closed, but that's what you hear and feel.
Okay.
And
I say, hey, you guys.
you guys
and
can't
then
hear him.
Okay, and I obviously I can't
But
hear
you
them.
don't. But you don't know that yet because they haven't said anything. So you don't
Well.
know that.
We haven't told you that we can't hear
Okay.
you, so...
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I imagine you couldn't hear us.
I stepped into something. My eyes are closed, so I don't know how big it is. I just know that the ground is soft, and I smell incense.
Yes.
Okay.
And you hear a
I'm
whole lot
pretty
of
sure that's my-
Keniji.
I'm pretty sure that's my turn, right? I can't really do much anymore.
You've used probably 30 feet of your movement at this point. So if you wanted to go back outside, I
Okay.
guess you could.
I step back through.
I'm gonna need another acrobatics check.
Are you fucking with me?
I
What the
am
fuck?
serious. Yes.
Okay.
You gotta like move with ease through the.
Okay,
man.
well,
you
that's,
failed, and you are stuck in this room for this turn, so that is all your movement.
Okay, good
and
to know.
You're right.
Because you still move the 10 feet and then hit the mirror and then bounce back, basically. So you are still stuck in this room.
They can't hear me, but I'm screaming.
What is
Yeah,
They
and the
can't hear me,
party
but I'm
has no
screaming.
idea where you went, basically. I guess Broder would have seen him walk into the mirror, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Well, I think that Halvard is dead.
I can roll perception if you want me to.
Yeah, please. I would say Sendu and Tiramisu can both. No, sorry, Sendu and Broder can roll perception with disadvantage.
Oh, shoot. Let me
Well, that's a
roll
problem.
again.
Because the room is very distracting.
Okay, I got a 15.
13?
And a 13. Both of those are, I think, good enough to notice that Halvard is no longer in this hallway with you.
Okay.
Broder,
And the last
did you
time
see
you
where
saw him
Halvard
was
went?
somewhere here in the south. Was the last time you saw him.
Broder, did you see where Halvard went?
Who's Broder? I'm John Upsman.
Ugh.
He has a
So-
name tag that says John UPS Man, and so John Upton.
So this is what we're doing
Sure.
now.
He smuggled himself in here by saying he was a delivery man. So
He said, "Welcome to
I
the
just
very first
stare at
section before we knew he was Lamb, and we found out he was Lamb."
I just stare at Sendo. I'm like, this is what we've always been doing.
This is the just same game, different day, man.
Sendu's eyes are incapable of narrowing, but they still narrow.
If those are even Sendu's eyes. ...
You are Broder, though.
I am not. I'm John Upsman.
God damn it. Wes, I think you should just say it.
I mean,
I-
you know what? It's Wes's character who gets to make the decision.
No, that is fair. That is
Exactly.
100% fair.
Hey, when I shapeshift to someone else. That's how that's the fucking rules.
Yes, so, John Upsman, what are you doing?
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna... I assume I need to make a dex save, right?
Yes, please.
17?
17 fails, unfortunately. As you go to look around for Halvard, you accidentally, your hip brushes against a mirror, and you take 22 psychic damage.
Oh,
Your hips may not lie, but they do deal psychic damage.
So
John
question.
Upsmith
I
has
thought
some
it was
really-
I thought it was seeing that was the problem. Is it touching
Well,
or seeing?
I think part of the deck save is you touch the mirrors.
Yeah, it's
He's
you
been
touching
describing it as
while
touch.
It's touching it and seeing it at the same time is what you might be learning by now.
Okay. Well,
And
So
you-
if you
and-
just touch it, it's not a problem, or you just see it, it's not a problem, or it's
We'll
touching
have to
and
use
seeing.
experimentation.
Yeah, you'd only know through experimentation, but you guys see it all the time without a problem. It's only the deck save that seems to be causing the problem. And people have also touched it after the deck save and not had a problem. So it's like weird. It's a weird spell that's going on here. Kyle would say the book is actually kind of inconsistent on this matter.
So I was actually intending to touch mirrors, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna walk along touching the mirrors.
Yeah,
Or,
yep.
where good old
Right
friend-
here, the wall feels mercury.
Okay.
Mercurial.
Mercurial, thank you.
Sailor Mercury.
I'm like, hey everyone, I found a thing. The mirror
Be
is
careful.
weird here.
Halvard also yelled that, and then he disappeared.
And in true dumbass fashion, I am going to walk through the mirror and disappear
Okay.
This
myself.
party does
Give me-
not have 2 goddamn brain cells to rub together.
Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, that's I got.
It's a sin, dude. This is
Yeah,
why I stayed out of the room.
You basically hop, skip, and jump right through that thing, and you are now, and you have your eyes open, so I can actually describe it to you. You walk into a room with Halford having his eyes closed, and then also it's a meditation room. There is incense burning, music playing, pillows on the ground. There is a bowl with fruit and nuts in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna take a piece of nuts, you know. Gonna grab myself a bit of a snack. I'm like, hey Halford, how's it going?
Whoa! Who is that?
It's John
I'm-
Upton.
Yeah, I'm John. Hi John, I'm John.
Who I know to actually be Broder.
Yes, you know John Upton is Broder, yes.
Broder, is that you? I reach around for him.
You give
I
him a
mean-
reach around?
Oh my. I mean, I'm like, no, I'm John Ups. You're
Do
friendly.
I
delivery
eventually
man.
find him?
Yes, you find him. You are standing.
Oh
in
my
room-
God! Thank God you're here. I've been trapped in this square. How many years has it been?
About
Oh no!
2 seconds.
Why would you even ask me that?
Oh
Oh.
no! I'm gonna
25,
make
it's-
I'm gonna make that canon now. Time runs differently in the meditation room because John said that. That's canon now. And so-
Fucking hell.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm telling him 30 years regardless. It's been
Oh my
30
God.
years. We've been looking for you for so long. We were...
Oh my God. Well,
I'm a
I'm
monster.
relieved. We're trapped in
Alfred,
here.
it definitely feels like you've been in this room for like at least an hour.
Okay. I've been trapped in here for an hour. It feels like.
Oh no, it's been out in the non-meditation area. It's been years.
Give me a deception check, Broder.
I did. I rolled a 25.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Alfred, he is telling the truth.
Nightshade had another child.
Well,
You fucker.
it's funny. It's funny you brought that up. You see, I've been very lonely. I've been so lonely. And I lick my
You
lips.
also had a child?
I lick my lips. And
Shut up.
You try to kiss Broder?
although I can't see you,
What does
I,
John Upsman's sexuality help?
That's a question you have to answer yourself, my friend.
Mhm.
I position my hand close to where I would imagine his genitals are.
Nope, nope, we're not doing that. We're cutting that off.
This person's turn immediately.
Let's see.
This is
Do I
not
roll?
tomorrow.
What is that? An investigation?
Hi, I'm
can roll
straight, low, I'm
investigation,
gay.
but we're cutting off that scene.
No, I'm straight. I'm just a friendly delivery man.
Um,
No. I want to see where this is going.
I'm not here to
You
deliver
are
that
the
kind of
only one.
package.
back out in the main hallway. Crab, it is your turn. Two of your new friends have disappeared in the mirror hallway.
Alright, so Broder / John Upsman is also gone.
Nightshade loves this new development.
We don't need it because we didn't know what's going on.
Twister pops his head and he's like, I mean, those two were just holding us down anyway. We should leave them in there.
What is wrong with you people?
So Nightshade had a tingling where she felt like something she didn't like was going on, but then she felt relief.
Traitor as fuck.
I mean, you did say she was having another child, but then you were getting molested, so she felt better about it. So.
Kraz, it is your turn.
Also, I didn't say you were having another child. I said you had another child.
Past tense, yes.
I am going to take my cloak and put it over my head.
Okay.
Look straight down to the floor.
Yep.
And walk south along the mirrors, feeling the side of the mirrors that walk by, looking straight at the floor.
Okay. Yeah, you are okay.
So that would be 30 feet, so... What, here, I guess, would be about where I get?
And 20, 30, yep.
I feel, what do I feel? Mirror?
Just mirrors. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to dash?
Actually, yes, I will. I will take my action to...
You get down to this square.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Nightshade.
Who's the father, Lim? Who's the father?
I haven't developed the story that much.
Don't worry, you
Nightshade
will.
shies and throws a blanket over herself, and then steps into the room.
And because you're flying, you look like a ghost.
And she goes, ooh. And how big are these squares? Are they double?
10 feet. They are 10 feet. Yep.
No.
So if you move 60, you can get down to where Kraz is.
If I move where?
If you move 60, like double your movement, 30, 30, you can get down to Kraz.
But they're bigger, so I can only move 30 if I dash.
No. I'm still, no, but like 10 for one square, 20 for that square, 30 for that square, 40, 50, 60.
I can't see where I'm going.
Do you want me to just move you there?
No, I meant because I have a blanket on my head, Kyle.
No,
I
know that.
physically, as Jessica, can see where I pop my character.
They'll put you in the square. Yes.
As I bump into that, oh, hello.
All right.
Hello again.
Sendu.
I'm gonna assume there's no option to close my eyes before the deck save happens.
No, the deck save would happen first. Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, here's to me rolling a 19.
I believe in you.
That was foolish of you.
That's a failure. That is 22 psychic damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nightshade should have
always
covered you with the
22.
blanket
Fuck.
as well.
You may now close your eyes or cover your head with a blanket or whatever you may want to do to avoid it next turn.
Well, he could do that at the end.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're free to move about during this turn because you've already taken it. Yeah.
Well, I've seen both Halvard and not Broder disappear.
Mhm.
I can't get very far.
Come share
I
my
would like to start
blanket.
differentiating our movements.
If you have 60, you can get exactly down to the place with the weird mirror.
I do not have 60.
Oh.
Why would I have 60 feet of movement?
30 and 30 for dash?
I assume that I will need some manner of action to pull something out and cover my head with it.
Free object interaction.
Come share my blanket, sir.
I've let them do
Is
it.
it onesie pan? We're trying to hear me too, sorry.
The main issue is that I need the area under me to also be covered. Oh no, the floor is not mirrored.
Not
you
Yeah.
said.
No.
Nope.
The floor is not mirrored. Excellent.
We could have scuffed it anyways.
Not sufficiently, given how Kyle has been saying these reflections occur.
Yeah.
Come on over, baby.
I am going to... I don't have any kind of blanket or bedroll because I do not sleep.
Oh, okay.
But I do have traveler's clothes.
You
Yes.
can
So
share mine.
Sendu is going to take off the coat that he's wearing and put it over his head.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I
He's
could only
just seeing
barely
each of
reach
these.
you.
This is 10, 20, 30.
Right, I literally
40.
would not be able to reach you, Nightshade. I don't know how you got as far as you did.
He said that each of these big squares was 10.
Right,
so,
so
it 10, 20, 30, 40.
so it's a little
50.
bit more than 10 actual feet to get between squares.
I would say I don't know. I don't think the measurement is right. They are 10 feet. So 60
This was
feet would go
Kyle
right there.
counting.
No,
Okay,
no, I'm
well,
saying if you are
that is
here.
not where I want to get, is the thing.
Oh no, 100%. Where are you trying to go?
I am moving to here and then along this wall.
Okay.
So that is... What is that? 20 feet to get to
That
where
would,
I am?
that would be 20 feet to get to there. Yes.
So that 30 and 40 and 50 and 60. Does any of that wall seem strange? Oh, you know what's also fun?
What?
Detect magic will pass through the shirt that I have over my head.
Yes, 100%. So when you get down to here, you see there is magic coming off of this pane that you guys make sense. There's a
That is
different
different from the rest of the magic.
Yes. There is also a different magic on these two panes just south of you. So not at the one you're at, but the 1 and 2 south of you.
Can I make any kind of an identification? Like, what schools of magic are they? Are they different from the illusion and evocation that's on the others?
Cause like, don't make me look up stuff or pretend I know
What would a portal magic be?
Portal is conjuration.
Then
Anything
it's
with
conjuration.
teleportation is conjuration.
Then it's conjuration.
Nightshade, Krasafir, be aware that the pain, and I point at the aura, not at them.
Uh-huh.
That pain there, and these adjacent to me, are some manner of teleportative effect.
Nightshade says, "I'm under a blanket."
You are pointing to
Actually-
yourself because they
Actually,
can't.
you know what? Both Nightshade and Krasafir are wearing or are magic. I can see where their auras are with detect
Yes.
magic, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm paying. I'm wearing magical stuff.
Sendu, sorry, Nightshade, Krasafir, triangulating from my voice to you. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out.
You guys would know in character that he
If
is.
you are
east of you.
if you are facing me, the magical pane of the different pane of glass is to your right.
Mm-hmm.
If you are facing away from me, it is to your left.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
And then the same thing is true on Sendu's side.
If I am facing you, which I currently am, the different mirrors are to my left.
Right.
No, left. That is Sendu's turn.
Gotcha.
Surely you understand by now. Don't call me Shirley.
I don't understand. Don't call me Shirley.
All right. Halvrid, you have your eyes closed.
Oh, a wild
it's now
Marcy appears.
Oh, yeah.
Tiramisu.
And it's actually
Oh, tiramisu. Sorry.
Marcy's turn right after Halvrid. Halvrid, you are currently hugging. We're just leaving it hugging. You are hugging Broder.
Sure.
Your eyes are still closed, and it has been in your mind, 2 or 3 hours at this point.
That you've been hugging.
It was another 2 hours?
Halvrid, Halvrid's smoking a cigarette.
John is, I guess, horrified at what has happened.
You doing, John
that's
Upton?
just where Halvard's gonna leave it.
Yes.
Because apparently Kyle is a prude.
Well, no, because Wes literally said that John
None of us
Upson
wanna
and
hear
Broder are
this.
both straight, so they're non-consenting. So therefore, we're not going to go that way.
I mean, I can shift into Fistandia, I guess. I think she's straight.
But what I would say, Halvard, are you going to make any attempt to explore the room you're in or exit the room you're in?
Well, I would like
where-
to. First, I say to.
He's busy exploring something else. My body.
I say to Broder. Broder, are your eyes open? Is it safe to look?
Yeah.
That's a loaded question.
Okay.
I-
I open my eyes.
Yeah, there are no mirrors in here. It is just a regular room with pillows and all the things I mentioned before. Yes.
Approximately how large does the room appear?
10 by 10.
Okay, I would like to search the room for hidden
Yeah.
objects.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, boo! Epic fail.
Unfortunately, you
I'm
don't
sorry,
find
your
any-
CD-ROM drive has frozen. This is 1998, and the hidden objects that you're looking for cannot be found.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing in here. Let's go.
Your
And
hidden objects are in another castle.
I leave.
Give me that dex. Give me that acrobatics check.
Ugh. God.
That's another nat one. You go to walk through it, and Broder, you see Halvard just like run into it and then bounce off like it's goo, like just like.
Okay.
That's Halvard's turn.
It's forever? Is this gonna be forever?
Well, I guess technically you only moved 10 feet, so you could technically do that 4 times.
Is that legal? Like, is that legal within the rules of...
No, I'm gonna say that the 10-foot run plus the 10-foot like bounce would be 20 feet, so you can do it one more time.
Okay.
Wait, he bounced, so that took 10 feet of his movement. Come on.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the failed acrobatics check took 10 feet of his movement, is what I'm saying.
Beats, don't fail me now.
One second.
This area cannot be OSHA compliant. Who designs a building like this?
The mafia.
So yeah, you indeed get through. You pop out on the other side.
Okay, so everybody just...
I'm taking like 22 points, like...
Yes, you are now in the room with your eyes open, so I'm going to need you to give me another dex save.
Okay,
Yeah.
but before that, Halvard was like running. So you guys just see Halvard appear.
No, we don't.
from
We have
nowhere.
blankets on us.
Oh,
Yeah, actually,
so
that's
you
you.
hear.
You hear, yeah.
You hear crash. And I take how much psychic damage?
You need to give me a dex save first, and if you fail, then you take the psychic damage.
With advantage, though, right? Okay, I select myself. I hold down Shift.
Mm-hmm.
Up.
You do take 22
God
psychic
damn!
22.
damage.
Emotional
I
damage.
think it's hilarious that you did not reclose your eyes before you ran through them.
Okay.
I think it...
I would like to make it clear that now I'm closing my eyes.
Yes, you close your eyes, yep.
And I'm like, is anybody there?
Oh, Halvard, you're not dead. That's good to hear.
Yes. Yes. Nightshade, are you here? Where's the baby?
What? Theo is... Wait.
What?
Theo's at Candle
No,
Cube.
How
not
long have you
Theo,
been
the new
gone?
baby.
I don't have a new baby. Who
How
told you I had a
long
new
were you
baby?
in that chamber?
We'll talk about it later. And that's my turn.
Okay, Marcus, are you here?
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Marcus.
Hello. It
How
is
y'all
Tiramisu-
doing?
We're good.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
So it is Tiramisu's turn. You've seen that the mirror here is intangible kind of thing. It's like a mercurial kind of texture, so you can actually walk through it. So that's what we discovered down here. Sendu just discovered that these panes also have that same liquidy metal kind of a thing going on.
Out of character, were you invisible the last time we played?
Yes, I was.
That's what
That was right. Okay.
Okay, so Tiramisu,
Scooby Doo figured it out.
You can choose between. Basically, you can either investigate the room further, or you can go towards where Halvin and Broder are. You can go towards where Sendu is. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna go towards where Sendu is.
Follow my voice, Tiramisu.
Oh, we've also figured out that we can move around the room with our eyes closed, or with like a blanket over our head or something. Tiramisu, when you entered and you were invisible, you were okay because you went in and no one was in this room. But now the room is filled with 4 other people who are visible, and you see hundreds of Sendus, hundreds of Nightshades, hundreds of Krasses, and hundreds of Halbrids.
Excuse you, you see hundreds of flying blankets.
Yes, you would see 3 different flying blankets and a lion with his eyes closed. And so I will need a dex save from Tiramisu.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, hey.
You pass.
Hooray.
Yeah, you head down. What's your movement?
I'm
30.
35 feet.
So you with the dash, you could go 70, so you should have no problem.
Yeah, I'll take the dash action.
Yeah, with 50 to 55, you can get down to where Alan here-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sandu, do you want to tell Tiramisu what you found?
Oh, hello, Tiramisu. These mirrors to my immediate left seem to be of a different flavor of magic, if you will, from the other mirrors. They contain some sort of teleportative effect that seems to have rattled Halvard a great deal.
Would I be able to use Detect Portal on it?
Do you have something called Detect Portal?
Or something like that. I forget what exactly the feature is.
Horizon Walkers be wacky.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Does that tell you where they go, Tiramisu?
Let me check.
I
It
haven't
just
been...
tells me. Oh no, it just tells me the distance and the direction to the closest planar portal.
You know, I
Which
haven't,
you know, these
I
are-
haven't
you know
been
they're-
looking up your sheets, but I'm gonna look up your sheets. I'm gonna look up all up in your shit.
Oh, I've been so nosy with everybody's sheets.
You would also know Tiramisu from in character. Halvard, you've literally seen while you were gone, Halvard walked in and out, Broder walked in, so you know that you could possibly touch or even maybe move through these panels.
I guess I'm somewhat curious to see where it would lead.
Yeah. Give me an acrobatics check as you try to push through them.
Okay, acrobatics, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So Tiramisu, just you push right through, and I'll reveal what's on the other side.
Tiramisu was passed through the mirror.
What do you see?
So you see a hallway.
Oh
And
no,
you look
not a
back,
hallway.
See the same mercurial metal is on this side as well, but there are no mirrors. This is a regular hallway on this side.
Okay. Would I be able to stick my head through and tell
No,
them?
it would take another acrobatics check to go back through.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you have enough movement because you went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So you've moved 70 feet to get over to where you are now. So I don't think you have enough movement to go back a square.
I guess that's my turn.
Okay. So John Upsman, you are alone in the meditation room. What do you do?
I've recently been violated.
Yeah.
He,
I'm gonna look
he
at
shakes
the,
and shivers
It's
alone
now
on the
been-
pillows.
It's now been a good 3.5 hours for you.
Did I find anything of value?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. 24.
Yes. During that 4 hours that you're kind of sitting eating some nuts and stuff, you feel that there's some lumps. You feel there's lumps in some of the
Eating
cushions.
some nuts and stuff.
There's some lumps in his nuts.
God! That was not on purpose. You feel lumps inside of the cushions. You like unzip the cushions, and you find 2 superior healing potions.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
It's good because we desperately need them after this room.
You will, yeah.
Alright, well, if I feel like I have lounged around enough,
Yeah.
I guess I'll rejoin the party,
Okay.
assuming they're not all dead.
Give me that acrobatics check,
Okay.
which I'm sure you'll pass.
21.
Yeah. You walk through that glass, and you are right next to Halberd.
Oh,
You
smart
see-
enough to close my eyes.
Yes, you close your eyes, and you see 3 people with bags over their heads.
Well,
Actually,
I don't,
he doesn't
because my
see
eyes
that.
are closed.
No, I'm kidding. One with you don't see anything 'cause your eyes are closed. You're right. Good point. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Is everyone still here?
I reach out to John Upsman and I'm like, "Welcome back, buddy. I missed you."
Tiramisu has passed through a portal on the other side. I am uncertain what has become of her.
Yep.
Krasafir and Nightshade are right next to you.
And you've only used 10 feet of movement, so you do have more movement.
Okay, well, what did you say again? Did you say Tiramisu went through another mirror?
Tiramisu has passed through a portal on the wall opposite you. And I do know it's you, brother, because I can see your magical aura. Don't lie to me.
I'm not Broder. My name is John Upsman.
He can see through your illusion magic. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
He's
If he
so
can see,
method.
I
love it.
know he can see through my illusion magic, so he should refer to me as Lamb of all things.
Yeah.
I never learned that your name is Lamb.
Yeah.
You didn't. You didn't.
Most of the party knows. I'm surprised it hasn't been brought up in front of you.
I know Nightshade. I think Nightshade refuses to call me Broder. She calls me Lamb, doesn't she? Or does she get? No, you call me Broder.
I call you like anything. I
Yeah.
call you disgusting.
Listen, asshole, figure it out.
Broder, do you head towards the mirror?
Well, yeah. I probably have to open my eyes to see that. Or
Well, I mean, you were told it's straight across, so you could walk 20 feet straight.
I
with
want
your
him to
eyes
just
closed.
ram himself into an actual mirror.
Yeah, you could, but luckily enough, you are in the right spot. That by moving 20 feet, you again feel
Well,
the
he's a
mercurial
little bit in the
presence.
wrong spot. Can he just smack himself into a mirror a little bit?
Okay,
Feel
yes.
spiteful.
For comic effect, you feel your left shoulder
Generally-
bump into a solid mirror, but your right shoulder and your chin bump into the mercury. So.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if I can roll acrobatics to get through.
Yeah.
Does a 20 make it?
Yes. I'm going to move Tiramisu down to the bottom of that square, and you into the top of that.
So you hear a thunk. Ow. All partially stumble through the mirror.
Say, I'm not going to be able to make it through there.
Uh,
Me and Sendu, BFFs,
I
not
guess
through the
we're just
mirror
going
ever.
to party on this side. Us low dex people.
Yeah.
I guess I'll open my eyes.
Yes.
See what's in here.
You see a hallway in Tiramisu.
No mirrors or anything.
Just the mirror behind you that you came through.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Hello.
It's too bad they can't reach through and help us low dex people through.
Oh, hey, I fucked up big time. John Upsman, you don't just find two potions, you also find a canopic jar.
Oh, okay.
And this canopic jar has a gear icon on it.
Oh. He's gonna sell you back your own organ, Sendu.
So now, question: do you want to have a conversation about that organ in the mirror room, or are you still going straight across the hallway?
And I mention it as I'm going through the mirror of like, oh, by the way, I found your canopic jar, Sendu, as I go through the mirror.
Yes, that's excellent.
Hey, that was appropriate.
You found what?
I found something very important to you. Gotta go.
Pretty much, fucker.
So yes, add to your inventory, Broder. Sendu canopic jar.
Delicious
Technically, you
robot
don't-
organs.
Yeah,
I'm
technically
gonna-
you don't know it's Sendu, but it has a gear on it. When you open up, they will be robot organs. So
I'm gonna consume it for knowledge and Microsoft updates.
Watch out, it gives you 5G, but it also gives Bill Gates control over you, so...
Fuck.
So that would be 10, 20, 30, 40 feet of your movement. Anything else?
No. I guess I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
Wait for the rest of the party to join.
Okay. Kraz.
Okay, I am going to, staring at the floor,
Yeah.
going to walk over to the mirror. All right, so I'm
Yeah.
going to move my across and walk through. Or try to walk through. Look.
I like how everyone's kind of just walking through the mirror without any consideration that something bad might be on the other side. Like
Metagame wise, you haven't seen Tiramisu or John Upsman come back yet, so they could be dead. Like you guys are just walking through what might be a
Worth a
trap or a
shot,
portal.
okay.
It could be a portal to hell or something. Like you don't know.
But did the 17 get me through the
17
mirror
gets
without a
you
problem?
through, and you end up in a hallway. Yes.
I mean, I went
Right.
through one and I was fine. I guess that was pretty dumb, but
Actually, I think it
here
technically
we
kind
are.
of puts me. I'll move it there because
Okay. We then go to Nightshade. Nightshade, you've heard 3 of your friends walk through a portal and don't know where it goes. What do you do?
I mean, I'll try, but it's fucking not happening. Oh, a 1. Look at that.
It was a 2. But
No,
yes, it was
it's a 1. It's a 1 for me.
I'm kidding. So you used 20 feet to get over there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you failed the acrobatics. So that would be your full movement there. But if you want to dash, you could give it another 2 tries.
All right, I'll try again. Does a 12 work?
It doesn't.
Does a 15 work?
15 does.
I just keep banging against this glass, and finally I just fall through,
Oh, there she goes.
and I splat, and I'm like, fucking. And I pull this blanket off, and I'm like, I don't fucking care anymore. And then I roll it up.
Did I detect any strange magic on the wall in this-ish area when I passed by it?
No.
Okay, cool. So that is, as far as I can tell, blank mirror. It's not other portals to other secret rooms.
That is just regular mirrors.
Stupendous. Well, this is strange. Halvard, is it difficult to pass through these portals? Nightshade banged her head against it a few times.
It seems like it requires some sort of feat of acrobatic strength.
Acrobatic dexterity.
That feels contradictory as a statement.
Some finesse.
It definitely requires some skill in acrobatics to get through,
That's
in my
strange.
opinion. It's unfortunate that it doesn't require a form of athletics to get through, as I'm very adept in athletics, but my acrobatics are not equal.
I would almost say that you are proficient in your skill of acrobatics.
Almost as if there's something that modifies my proficiency. To answer your question, do you need assistance with it?
No, I was wondering if you did.
Damn.
I struggled.
You
struggled.
You seem to be having a bit of a time with this whole thing, Halford. This does not seem like a good day for you. Sendu's offering to give you the help action, if you would like it, in getting through the portal.
I would. Thank you.
Lovely. I will provide the help action for Halford.
Do we not want to discuss the possibility that what's on the other side of that mirror is certain death?
At this point, 2/3 of our group are already there. I would rather be with them facing it than on this side without them.
I'll have to design a similar room in the future where the portal just drops into a volcano. And just like...
Okay.
Well, so Kyle, I once went through, what is it, Tomb of Annihilation? Is that the
Yeah.
murder place? Yeah,
Yes.
I once went through there. There's a black portal you find. It's a sphere of annihilation. If you walk through it, you're just gone forever.
But they make it seem like a portal. Wow, yeah.
Yep. It's like a big like mouth thing that's open, so it looks like a portal. But yeah, if you walk through it, it's just you're walking into a sphere of annihilation. You're dead. Make a new character. Like,
I think since no one's taking damage anymore, and it is just 2 of you left, we will exit initiative. Yes, so Sendu's going to give the help action on his turn. So, Halfred, move on over and make your acrobatics with advantage.
And out of curiosity, you have the ability to detect people's auras. Would you not feel their aura still existing, not 10 feet in front of you?
Kyle never told me that I could pass through, that my sight could pass through the portals.
It can't.
Interesting. Because they're just on the other side of a wall. Anyway.
you know, he does
You
make
don't
a
know
good
that.
point. Hold on. I want to look that up.
I think Detect Magic says it can't work through solid stone.
It's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Yes,
Yep.
this is definitely a foot of stone or so, or something like that. Yes, 18 gets you through. Halvid, you are through.
This time, I just casually step through.
Stroll through while Sendu is holding your hand. No, I'm kidding. Sendu, your turn. Give me that acrobatics.
Alright, I can make this, 6 times? Because I have 6 feet of movement?
What was your speed of movement?
30 feet, and then I can dash for 30
Dash?
more.
Yeah, 4 to 6 times. Yeah.
13?
13 does not make it.
So
Nat 20?
Nat 20, you get through, and you, swim through it. You are full on. It's the easiest thing you've ever done. You don't know why you had trouble with it in the first place.
Love it.
I don't understand why you would create a portal and then make it hard to pass through.
Oh,
congratulations,
God.
Sendu. You passed through. Also, I have a package for you as I hold up the canopic jar with the gear.
I'm going to accept this. I put my coat back on. Curious.
That was an ordeal. I'm glad that, Wait, where did you find that package, Mr. Upsman?
I found it in the meditation room we were in.
I searched that room thoroughly, and I am completely certain that there was nothing of value in there.
You did not search very well. I also found 2 potions.
Oh, how goody that you're going to share them with the group.
I'm not a greedy monster most of the time.
For the purposes
Nightshade
of
looks
Sendu,
at him suspiciously.
Sendu, the jar that's handed to you is a what has been described in the book and into the party as a canopic organ jar, and it has a gear inscribed onto it.
The jar is opaque. Yes, it's not translucent.
Oh, it is fully like clay or whatever.
Do I detect any kind of magical aura on it?
No.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess in the way that it has to keep the organ inside.
I mean, it could be chemical preservatives. It doesn't have to be magical. I imagine magical preservatives are easier to get a hold of in this world.
Yeah.
But it could be chemical. Like, formaldehyde is a thing that exists.
Yes. Let's say it's magical preservative, though, just for the point of why not.
Interesting.
What would...
A minor degree of necromantic magic maintaining a certain aura of freshness.
Yes. It's basically gentle repose.
Yeah, that's what you would use for preserving, I imagine, any kind of organic matter.
Yeah.
Or the OG, mummification stuff.
Could you use gentle repose on, vegetables?
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Also, thinking about it with the weird limitations of what you can see through in Detect Magic, is Detect Magic radiation?
Yes.
It has the same, ways you can prevent radiation from piercing things.
Magic is just radiation.
That's fair, too. Yeah.
All adventurers 100% get cancer at the end of their
Super cancer.
Oh, dear.
Sendu, if you want to give me a medicine check to figure out what's in the jar, you certainly could.
Oh, that's not the skills that I'm proficient in, but I can give it a shot.
If anybody else wants to try, you would have disadvantage. But yeah, Sendu, you make it flat.
That's a hot 12.
Anyone else?
Hold on. Wait, what are we looking at?
It
Medicine?
would be medicine with disadvantage.
Oh, don't ask me to do that. I can, but don't ask me. Here,
People can also give Sendu the help action.
I would love to contribute my help to him. I will be the equivalent of a child holding a flashlight as his dad swears.
Sendu, roll again because
Alright.
of Broder's help action.
Oh. I wanted.
Nice shake got a 16.
Worse!
Worse.
Can I add my two together for a single roll?
You could guide. Does Sendu have guidance? I don't think he does. I'm just kidding.
He
I
does
know.
not.
That's,
It's
I know
a
that's
cleric.
That's Azra. I know. So on Nightshade 16, Nightshade, explain why you would know what an organ looks like. Not even a human organ, a Warforged organ. I can't even imagine why you would know this.
It's like a
Well-
CD.
Oh
I
no,
just have
Nightshade,
this
yours
in
should
the
have.
CD.
Sorry, Nightshade, yours should have been with disadvantage. That wouldn't be a 16. So
Ah.
I mean, it could be if the second one is higher, but yeah. So that's actually a 4. That's actually nature, but there's both
Oh.
+1, so it's fine. They're both +1. So a 4 would be instead of 16. So Sendu's 12.
I admit that I wasn't present for the creation of myself, so I'm not fully cognizant of all what goes into me.
Any chance Foos has medicine?
Foos is not here right now.
Oh. He just fucking shit talked me and then left. Like in the mirror room.
Galman was looking like he was getting. Galman started throwing up, and Foos escorted Galman out of the pyramid. So that's what happened.
What a
there.
gentleman.
Has anybody else not rolled? Because I'll tell you, 12 won't do it.
I mean,
I
this
haven't
is this
rolled.
crucial
I can
information.
roll it.
It will be if you ever want it to go back inside of you.
Well, I can give it
Oh
to
my.
a surgeon and say, you know, this used to be a part of my body. Can it once again be?
We literally got the same fucking roll on both dice.
All right, maybe you'll have to ask somebody else for help. Tiramisu hasn't rolled, and neither has Halvrid. So Halvrid could give the help action or vice versa?
They both stepped away.
Oh, have they? Okay. Then
I know Tiramisu
I
had
thought
stepped away.
Tiramisu
Looks
could
like
be RP. Yeah, John's here though. So let's say Tiramisu gives you the help action. Halvrid, can you roll medicine with flat?
Now hold on, because mine is +0. What is yours?
Tiramisu's not here right now, so that's why I was going to have you do it. But I will just look up Tiramisu's character sheet. Oh, look, since Tiramisu's not here anymore, Foos walks in. No, I'm just kidding. And so, let's see. Tiramisu's medicine. Code. Can anybody else look at Tiramisu's characters? There we go. Medicine. Oh, +3. Yeah, so Tiramisu will do it flat with Halvrid's
Help.
There we go. A dirty 20. So Tiramisu and
I
Halvard
admit
look at
I'm
this.
not certainly
and
uncomfortable having everyone crowd around, look at a removed body part from my physical form.
Wait, does it appear to be genitals?
No. Based on Tiramisu, Tiramisu would be like, hey guys, this is it looks like it's like spinal cord. Like it's the
Oh,
like
that's
it's
very crucial.
yes, it looks like it's like nerve endings and things like that. Like not the bone of the spine, but the inside of the spine.
Hey, Sendu,
Yes.
I have a question regarding your unique machine anatomy.
I can't guarantee that I can answer it, but I will certainly try.
Do you have a skin or skin-like appendage? Something that it has approximately the same
I
function?
have an outer shell.
Does
but
your
it's more-
shell open?
Yes.
revealing what's underneath?
It can be removed, yes.
Because I would like to see what is currently performing
No.
the functions of your
No,
spine
absolutely not.
when this is not inside you.
Those are copyrighted.
Are you not at all concerned that this thing is not currently in you, and what is currently in you?
Did you take a similar look at Krasafir's throat whenever his esophagus was found?
Well, this person cannot remove their outer layer of
I said it
protecting
could be
covering.
removed. To do so would require me to be nearly dead. It is
You
not a
looked and we didn't
simple
find
process.
any scarring around
I guess-
myself or on Nightshade.
My question
Where they would've pulled
regarding this is, do you have the ability to feel around your own insides and see
He
what's
can't
in
run
there?
a self-diagnosis. No.
No. No, I have no ability to remove my own outer casing, and to do so would require me to be placed into a state of torpor, and then would require a skilled technician who has knowledge of how a warforged
Okay.
of my making is constructed.
And then Nightshade, how small are you?
How small am I?
Yeah.
You want Nicely to fly
I
inside
don't
it?
know that I like this line of questioning.
I'm about 4 feet tall, so
Oh,
I
you're
don't
not
like
nearly
how
as
this
small as
question is going.
Yeah.
I'm not that small, although technically I can squeeze within a couple inches, but I don't think he'd like that.
I don't
Oh
think
my
either
God,
of us
guys,
would like
can-
that.
Can we do a Magic School Bus / Honey I
We're
Shrunk the Kids
absolutely
adventure?
not doing an adventure into Sendu's body.
Well, no.
Okay, well that was
Clearly,
my
it's-
idea.
Clearly, we're doing an adventure into all of your bodies. Each of you get an episode, and so like
Jesus Christ.
it's a season. Like it's.
You get to meet my slime friend.
Does
Yeah.
anybody have like an X-ray vision type ability where you could see through a body or parts of a body?
The closest I believe any of us has is an ability to detect magic,
Yeah.
and I sense no difference in these organs that were transplanted into us.
Also, speaking of slime friend, how have I been doing at convincing Curzon that about becoming like a thief and all that?
What
Just
the-
like no, you see, playing pranks on your friends and stealing, it's the best life.
And it's like I'll do whatever you say. You know, I'm part of you now. Like, it's like
Cool.
until eventually you're part of me, and then I call the shots.
Not cool. Gonna have to work on that one some more.
All right, so the party finds themselves. Oh yeah, so I guess Sendu add canopic organ jar spine to your inventory.
Stupendous.
And yes, you do have someone else's spine inside your body right now. Okay.
Don't be part of it.
I like to think it's like a human spine or something that's just like a very organic part of you.
Oh man.
In fairness, my vascular system is in part powered by human or mortal organs. I don't know if they're human. I believe they're elven in nature, in order to reduce the degree of decay they suffer.
Do you ever wonder who the elf was that donated, and I say donated in like air quotations, their vascular system that I'm sure they would have needed to sustain life?
To a,
It's probably a
certain,
dying person.
to a certain extent, though I can't say it particularly consumes my thoughts. Are you curious who the beings were that now constitute my being?
Whatever.
Cool.
I kind of am. I'll be honest.
Okay, so the party, the path continues north.
I go north.
It is a regular ass hallway.
I'm looking around. I'm looking around. I'm looking around.
Follow, 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 follow.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Come on, slowpokes.
I was adding an item to my inventory. Excuse you.
Was it a spine?
Part of one.
In a clay jar.
I'm keeping my...
It is the whole spinal cord. It is not part of one. It is the entire thing.
Oh, fuck
Also-
me. Really?
Yeah.
Also, Kyle, I'm keeping my eye out for any traps.
Yeah.
As we go along. And I have my mage hand going.
Yeah, so
Follow
for everybody who's missing organs, and the book says they don't take parts of organs, they take the entire thing, and then they give you an entirely new one. So, yes, you are. It's your entire spinal cord is in this jar.
All right. Perhaps up to
Let
this
me
point,
adjust
you
this
might
for that
want
item.
to.
Yes, I'll describe the room.
Or you
I
might
am
want
flying,
to
by the
sneak
way.
Or hide, or invisible, or send in Manavaka or something.
You know, that's probably a great idea. I was
It's
just
John
kind of letting
Upsman
Hall
walked
for-
into the room, so John Upsman is here now. So,
Oh dear.
I know touch
had you
floors.
guys, Nightshade's pretty close too. Had you guys stopped where like Kraz and Tiramisu and how like then you guys could discuss doing stuff. But John Upsman and Kinda Nightshade are kind of in it. So
I mean,
I
just assumed because he was there.
no, I mean it's fine, you know. But this is where we are. So
Okay.
let me find the thing. Okay.
Whatever.
On Fierce Nothing. He is a very honorable delivery man.
Not West. Sorry, John Upsman. You feel yourself going up, man. You are fully floating in this room.
Cool.
This room is zero gravity.
Cool! Is there anything in here that I see?
It is a completely empty room. You'd have to like, look around.
Guess I'll try to swim. Can I
There
swim
is
through
like
here?
there looks like there's something weird over here on this wall. And there could be other things, but you would have to look around. It is a big room. But yeah, you can basically swim around. So, and there's no checks necessary. You can 100% just move in 3-dimension. Size-wise,
Pulling acrobatics so that I'm like gracefully going through the air.
yes, you definitely can.
Yes.
Doing
like swan kicks and shit.
It's a
Like
sphere, so
like
how
synchronized
wide
swimming.
is it? 10,
Beautiful.
20, 70, 80, 90. It's 100 feet wide, so it's 100 feet in all dimensions. So it's a sphere.
ooh, cool.
When you walked in, you weren't touching the ground. You went to put your foot where it is, and you were just in open air. So you're now in the middle of a 100-foot sphere. You guys see Broder floating.
Fun.
I let everyone know that like so there's no gravity here.
That's curious.
What?
Isn't it?
Also, what's gravity?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess. Well, no. There are 100% gravity. You might not know. In this universe, there are gravitational wizards. So 100% gravity is a known thing. But yes.
Gravity is a fundamental force that pulls objects towards the center of a planet.
You lost me at fundamental.
It's the reason why you fall.
I understand completely.
Perfect.
Yes, there is no falling. Does anybody else move into? And then Broder, feel free to move your token around as you are flying. Does anybody else move into the nice floaty room?
I can
Yeah,
always
let's
float.
You'll forgive me if I'm skeptical.
The difference would be you have to flap your wings normally, which does take a little stress. Like there is some exercise involved. There would be no beating. the
Yeah,
wings
stop
in this
trying to
room.
convince me to get into your sucking vortex.
Broder,
No thanks.
Broder,
Yeah.
do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries?
I'm not Broder. I'm John Upsman.
Sure. Same question.
I don't see any schnozberries.
DM, can I get a description of the wallpaper, please?
There is no wallpaper. It is like the inside of a geodesic dome, like Epcot kind of a thing. So it's like just panels of whatever the room. Like it's
Are there blades on the ceiling?
there
Yeah,
are no.
more
Yeah,
importantly.
yes, it's fizzy lifting drinks. No, there are no blades on the ceiling.
Okay.
So
Are there
is
giant
there
magnets
anything-
on the floor and the ceiling, creating a field with which forces are pushing against each other?
Do you know what the Epcot dome looks like on the outside?
No, not
I
all of
don't-
us are rich enough to go to these places.
No, I've never been to Disney either. I'm just saying it from a point of reference. That's why I was asking. I'll send a picture if people don't.
It's like those
Yes,
inner
I know.
walking
I know.
frames,
It's plenty.
right?
Yeah.
What Epcot Planet Earth looks like.
Yeah.
Verify.
I don't know what it
literally,
looks like. Is it a
I'll
giant
just-
golf
It's a
ball?
giant sphere.
Yeah, it's a
sphere,
giant golf ball. That's an easy
Yeah.
way to put it.
pretty much.
Interesting. Seems sus to me, sucker.
But yeah, feel free to do whatever you want. Look around, examine stuff.
Feel
fly
free for
around.
everyone to go in there first, and I would like to not.
What do I see of note in there?
Like I said, there's a weird panel over here, and there are several buttons over here. Yeah.
What did you say? Well, let's, I guess, go to the panel first. Where did you say the panel was?
Northeast corner.
Northeast corner. Okay.
Alright. I
Um,
follow Broder.
1, 2, 3, 4,
We're not in initiative, so don't worry about your movement. You can just move it
Oh, okay.
at will.
Well, then I will just.
Then
Float-
will also
float
pass
on
into the
over.
room.
Okay.
Nightshade says, methinks liar Pants McGee should explore by himself.
I don't know. I'm John Upsman for the last time.
You get over there and you find a how would you describe it? I guess yeah, you know what it is? The panel with like flips and switches.
It goes haywire. You start banging up and down into the ceiling and floor, side to side. It's like the fucking carnival ride that sucks you to the sides.
The Gravitron!
The Gravitron, hell yeah.
Do the switches or anything
Ugh.
say anything? Is there anything like noting
They-
what this?
They are not labeled.
Okay. I do actually kind of agree with Jason's sentiments of this seems like it might fuck with the room. People might want to get out of here before I press anything.
Jessica and I would like to know if they're playing Skate Factory music.
Rhythm
Do I hear
is
the
a
Space
dancer.
Jam theme?
Rhythm is a dancer.
Wanna be my lover?
Is the door
whole-
on the other side open?
Yeah, it's fully open.
Nightshade just speed runs to the other side and fucking leaves. Let me out.
I would recommend we not toy with a facility that has already shown a great deal of willingness to kill us.
Let me out.
But you also know, in character, you know the organs are spread throughout this place. So
I have something to propose.
I don't like this. Either let me out.
wait,
Now-
sorry. Pause. The second, because there was a point when
Oh.
we were all in the room. So.
Come
I
on!
mean, Jess left before Tiramisu and.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. You're there.
I was literally trying to make sure that not all of us was there. I was like, I'm not getting in there when everyone's in there.
That's fine. Everybody but Nightshade.
Nightshade still hear me.
Yeah, Nightshade can still see and hear. She's just not in the dome.
Okay, so here's my thought.
Let's
Well,
let
there
Kyle
are no
finish his
thoughts.
sentence first.
Well, I don't want it to finish a sentence because
Nope.
it's gonna.
That's the problem. Is that the universe interrupts you. So that's the
You cannot interrupt the DM and not have the bad thing happen.
thing. So, you notice that the sphere glows and starts to project on each of its surfaces images
Of course.
of creatures and people and places. The images that begin to flow and ebb along the spherical wall of the chamber are creatures and places that you've never seen before. There is a lizard folk over here hunting a boar in the woods, in the jungle, I mean. Over here, there is a minotaur trying to, what do you call it? Not mate. Oh my god. Just date. Like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Court?
What?
Is it
Court?
Court, yes, court was exactly what I was looking for. Trying to court an orc. Over here, you see an elf and a dwarf arm wrestling. So you just see various things around here. But then, as those images disappear, you all get a thing in your head. And it's just like a prompt where it says, and you doesn't say it out loud. It's all in your head independently. Nightshade, you hear nothing. But the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people all hear in their head. Imagine a moment, whether personal or historical, from the past. We can replay it for you. Any event that you name will be played.
Is this telepathic or is this from a speaker?
It's telepathic, and you all hear that same message in your head, but you don't know that it was that anybody else heard it. Basically.
Can I do my
Okay, I
best?
share
We're all
that I
still
heard
floating
you.
in the air.
Yeah, you're all still floating in the air. Yep.
I say the fuck you not, and I'm getting the fuck, and I'm running. I'm heading out there. Fuck you all again.
Okay. Clearly, what we're supposed to do here is ask to see the moment in which our friggin' organs were stolen. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask to replay the moment where my friggin' whatever was stolen.
Okay.
That's actually quite smart.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
idea. That is a good idea.
Why do you sound
so I'm not-
surprised?
I'm
So,
not surprised. Why are you so?
You're not going to replay your handy in the meditation closet?
you guys notice that the whole thing goes like a planetarium at this point, and just shows one image on the ceiling. Like not like it's 3D, like it's you're in a 3D style projection, and it shows a young cub Halvard, sleeping. Halvard, why don't you describe the setup and then I'll describe the payoff, because you obviously don't know that part. But like when Halvard was like say 10, 11, 12, like a young cub, what was his life like?
If you will.
Okay, who remembers Thunder Bluff?
Yeah,
No,
Thunder
I
Bluff
don't.
from World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody remember the Torrent starting area?
Yes.
War?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they're like, it's kind of like a Native American, there are like teepees and totems and kind of shamanistic stuff and very tribal. And I would imagine that I'm sleeping in some sort of teepee. Perhaps there's a mother figure watching over me. And there's me, but there's also another cub that looks just like me.
Okay. You are asleep. Your mother figure or mother has laid you down. You are asleep. She then falls asleep soon after. And then one of your village's shaman comes into the room and casts a sleep spell to ensure that you all stay asleep, and upcasts it obviously. And then basically performs a ritual on you. They hold up. You can't quite see which organ it is from this thing because he's holding it in his hand, and then he performs the ritual, and poof, magic sparks happen, and the ritual is made, and then he says, "For the good of the tribe," and then he walks out.
Was I able to discern vaguely what part of my body that
Let
the
me
spark
take a
flew
peek.
from?
Let me look at which one was taken from you and see if you would recognize her, or if it's more obtuse. Halvard. It is a sack of some sort.
Uh-oh, he took your sack.
Albert would want to know if he was the only one on that day, or in that scene, that had an organ removed.
Yes, you were the only one in that scene that had an organ removed. Yes.
How peculiar.
Indeed.
Okay, and then it finishes playing, and it says to the 1, 2, 3 other people that are still here, in your heads, would you like to see something played?
Nightshade, this device seems to be offering to show us scenes from the past. It was capable of showing when Halvard had his organ removed.
Sorry, I missed something. Before that happens, Halvard, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy!
You obviously don't know this is happening in character, so the dialogue Sendu is saying is still valid. But
Oh boy, I'm gonna fail. I know as soon as I click this little red button, I'm gonna fail.
Well, You did
you
jinx
do.
yourself.
I need to send you a secret message, Halvard. So while I'm sending that message, Sendu and Sendu, continue your conversation.
Well, I'm outside of the room, so.
It
You can
showed
still hear
Halvard a
it.
scene
Oh
from his,
my.
It showed Halvard a scene from his childhood. Which did we all see that scene, or did only
Yes,
Halvard
you
see
all
it?
saw the scene.
Perfect.
Even Nightshade and Kraz would see the scene from where they are. They just wouldn't get it as like a 3D thing. They would see it in 2D.
I admit that I am concerned by this.
And just out of curiosity, what did you guys see?
We saw a scene that appeared to be you as a child,
Right,
with what seemed to be some manner of elder, I assume,
right.
putting you and coming in while you and what seemed to be your family was asleep, and via magic pulling something out of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from our side, we saw it as if it was like a hand painted, rustic, cave
Projection.
depiction. Yeah.
Right, and you saw it. What it was me, right? Or what did you see?
It looked like you, but albeit younger.
I'm assuming it's you.
Okay, and it was just me, right? There wasn't.
I think he's saying that it was
No,
your mom and there were two cubs.
There were
No,
other
no,
people
no.
there.
Okay.
No.
What are you
One cub.
asking?
I was the only cub there. Nobody saw anything other than that. They saw one cub.
Yes.
Is there a problem here, Halvard?
Nope,
Is there something that you would like to talk about?
not at all. It's just weird how you all saw something completely wrong. That's all. It's weird.
Huh.
What do you mean wrong?
Well, if you decide you want to talk, Halvard, we are here.
That's weird that you got clearly I was the only cub there.
Yeah.
Halvard, is there
Halvard,
something that you might be repressing?
Child, what the hell is that?
That's what you get from that.
Kyle, does any form of magic go off to my sight?
Is your detect magic still active at this
Constantly.
point? Okay. Oh, you were
Remember,
right.
it's
I
at will.
forgot. You can just recast it at will. Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
I assume powerful illusory magic.
Yes, there's that, but also specifically, you see a ping go off aimed at Halvard, and it's enchantment.
Halvard, what just happened to you?
I
Halvard,
suddenly find myself having these strong feelings
of what?
where I feel like I've made some sort of mistake, and I just can't. I'm consumed by this thought. I'm obsessing about something that happened in the past, and I feel like
You're not supposed to just say it.
I'm giving it flavor. You could have told me not to say it.
Sendu's
Well,
gonna
the
float
whisper!
over to Halvard and put his hands on your shoulders. Halvard, you are under an enchantment. I don't know the specifics of it, but understand that what you are feeling might be
Right.
artificial.
No, I have to go back and fix this. I have
It's
to.
what?
This thing that happens in my past that I'm obsessing about. It
Yeah,
was
you can
clearly
make
a
it up.
mistake.
Halvard, John, you can make that part up. You can choose whatever has happened in your past and focus on that and obsess about that. Yes.
Would it be related to my real thing though?
It would be it could be anything in your life.
Well, I feel like it would be related to my thing though.
Then
It doesn't
can
have
be.
to be. It doesn't have to be. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
It would be. I think it would be.
Then that's fine. Then do that. Yeah.
But at the same time, I wouldn't want to share
Because
what it
here's-
is.
like,
Like
John,
I
here's-
just
here's the
share.
thing is- Here's the thing. Here's why it doesn't have to be, because I could walk in the room and be like, I want to see Christopher Columbus landing on America. And then I would see that. And then I would, but it wouldn't, I wouldn't be obsessed with that. I would then be obsessed with something from my life. So, but yes. So it doesn't have to be linked to the vision, but in your case, it might be linked to the vision.
Well, I feel like it would be just simply because the proximity of the two events have happened concurrently. That would be
Then,
the first.
then absolutely it is. Yes.
That would be what I was thinking of when this overcame me. So all I really do is just sort of share that I'm overcome with like a regret about a mistake I made in the past.
Okay.
But what were you saying about an enchantment?
The room did something to you. I don't know what, but it has laid some sort of enchantment upon you.
Okay.
Your thoughts and feelings at this point may not be entirely your own.
Fix me?
I'm gonna pat Halvard on the back and be like, you know, we all make mistakes. Like, I remember one time I was supposed to be delivering this package to this nice little old lady, and I mixed the packages around. Like, my supervisor sure wasn't happy with me, but you know, you make things right when you can.
Wes, you hear in your head, would you like to illustrate the point with a vision of that moment? What? Your brain, I can't hear you anymore.
You got real quiet there, buddy.
Yeah.
Can I hear better now?
Yes.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I have another vision I want to do, but I'm gonna wait on that one.
Say Nightshade screams in the hallway. We all knew this room was gonna be fucked. Leave the room.
Would anyone else like something played? You all hear in your head.
No, don't do it.
You don't hear it, Nightshade or Grass. Any moment at all, and it doesn't have to be about you, personal or historical.
Oh damn.
Let me see something. I have an idea. Does
Ooh.
this spell think do I think it does?
Oh.
Enhance ability does not give advantage on saving throws, so I'm not going to do the thing I was going to do.
You also don't know that there's a saving throw.
I know there's an enchantment effect, though.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
So I know that there's something to protect myself against.
Yes, that's fair.
I would advise against it. There is no information that could be gleaned from this room that we could not find elsewhere. We should leave.
So what kind of Sendu, what kind of enchantments does this thing put on?
Fundamentally, I do not know. It seems to have... Halvard, you mentioned some sort of regret that is now consuming you?
I am obsessed with it.
Yes, an obsession. So, it is one that could very likely interfere with our further work here.
Does it make you horny, baby?
I reiterate, we should leave.
Really
Listen to the big walk metal man.
I really want to do the dumb thing for self-congratulatory reasons.
Then you should do it.
Broder.
Can I make some kind of check on?
Yeah, make a
on.
wisdom save. Make a wisdom save to see if you do it or not.
Okay. Perfect.
You
All
100%
right.
do it.
I'm gonna wait until everyone leaves, but I'll definitely pretend like I'm going with the party.
So I guess at that point, let me ask Tiramisu. Is Marcus here?
I'm right here.
Okay. Would you want the thing says in your head, Tiramisu? Would you like something played? Any moment, any period?
I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any point in thinking about the past.
Is Tiramisu answering telepathically or out loud?
Huh?
Is Tiramisu answering the voice out loud, or is she answering it telepathically?
I'm unsure. Does it?
It's talking to you telepathically, but you can answer either way. I think Halvard's was in his head. Or no, it was out loud because people started saying, yeah, the organ, that's a good idea. So I think Halvard answered out loud. But you can answer either in your mind or out loud.
So I say in my head. I don't think there's any point in thinking about the past.
Hey Kyle.
Yeah.
With a 1 on my wisdom check, do I even wait for the party, or do I just?
I think you would do it right after the Nat 1, but that's just me. I'm
Okay.
the DM, I'm not a player.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I'm fine with that. I want to think about the time I got promoted to lieutenant of the guild.
That happened like 2 weeks ago.
Hey.
That's
It was an important event in my life, and if I can replay it, I'm gonna replay it.
I actually have that room ready still, so we're gonna cut over. We'll just have this is what the party
hell
sees.
yeah.
So the party sees the dome light up like this underground layer.
Which one of us did this? Tiramisu, Broder.
You just see John Husband like beaming with pride.
Oh. Well, I guess that answers that question.
You guys see this guy here, and you see a version of Broder that is question. Were you? I forget. Were you here? I think you were here as Lamb because he knows you're Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys see a white. I guess changelings are always white. So you see a changeling. If you guys don't know what changeling is in character, then it would be a all white, white hair, white
we've
everything.
We've seen Lamb as himself from in the storybook.
I forgot. You're right. Thank you. So you see Lamb, and he's talking to this fellow, and Lamb was like, "Yes, here is all of my stuff. Here's all of the gold and the magic items, and here's a bunch of stuff that I got." And the guy goes, "Lamb, you have brought me so much for the guild. Oh, you have done so well. He strokes his chin. He's like, "Yes, this is a promotion, good sir. You are now a lieutenant in our guild."
Do we recognize some of that stuff? Do we recognize some of that stuff?
That's hilarious.
Misu doesn't know who that is, so she's just like, oh, that's
interesting.
That's interesting.
Yes, Kraz also has no idea what's going on.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm like,
Are those self-conscious giggles?
Being dissolved.
You motherfucker. You're just gonna
Okay,
fucking hear
brother.
Nightshade be like, Liam, you motherfucker.
So,
I
I'm
knew
thinking-
it.
He's
I
a-
will say out of
assume
character,
that
I
Lamb-
believe he's only taken his share of it and given it
Yeah.
to
Out of character, but just like, that's that. I haven't cheated the party out of any gold.
But in character, you are welcome to believe he has.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is completely fair assumption. Like, I'm not even can't even fault you for that one. But John's just like, what are you talking about?
John's like, that wasn't even me.
Like I don't even have to lie. I'm genuinely confused at why people are swearing at me for getting a sweet ass promotion.
Nightshade is like, see, this is why I don't trust him. You all can
Lamb.
just trust him so much. Look at it. Look at him. Promotion in a thieves guild.
Lamb, can I have an intelligence saving throw, please?
Thieves Guild, please.
Wait, question. Number one, did we
Intelligence
already
saving
know he
throw.
was in the
Hot damn.
Thieves Guild? And number two, if we didn't before, were we able to discern that from that conversation?
So no, from the conversation, he only ever said the guild. He never said
Yeah.
Thieves Guild. And so, and there was also no saying that those were ill-begotten things. So you don't know that it's a Thieves Guild or that, so it's just
Well,
the
those
guild.
things were all things that he had gotten from us.
From the
No.
party group,
Which were his to use as he saw fit.
Exactly.
Roger, would
So
you care to
Lamb,
explain?
I'm gonna
Oh,
send
sorry,
you
I'll finish
something.
that.
How you choose to play it, if you however you play it, it's up to you. Here is your secret.
Okay, hold on. Let me wait for the super secret special message.
Are you under?
I got an 18 on my intelligence.
Yeah, he
save.
got an 18.
That still fails.
Wow.
Oh boy. I mean, it took a 20 to pass those dex saves. That doesn't surprise me very much.
Okay.
Okay, there's your thing.
Hey, Broder.
I heard a beep, but I don't have a message.
No, it's in roll 20.
How do you
Oh.
feel?
Oh. I feel like I could have done things better personally, but it's what it is. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could have done things better.
Can I reasonably assume that I see another enchantment get laid upon Broder?
100% you see a ping head towards Lamb. Yeah, Broder.
I bet I could probably have been the guild master now if I had just.
Alright, surely we know this is a bad idea at this point. Broder, is this going to be a problem? John, is this going to be a problem going forward?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. As long as I don't mess up again, like I did, like 2 weeks ago I was haggling with a merchant. I feel like I could have gotten more gold out of him.
Just start walking. Just start walking, John.
I just like. I think I probably just subconsciously shapeshift back to lamb at this point with that kind of enchantment.
Sounds
like, huh? Like actually lamb.
You guys see Lamb.
Has Halvard ever seen Lamb?
Yes, in the storybook where you first met him, he was Lamb the whole time because he could not activate his changing.
And he was freaking out the whole time that he looked like that.
But Kraz and Tiramisu have never seen Lamb.
Oh no! Please
Lamb like all the time.
But then again, I was also freaking out because I was pregnant and then I was unpregnant. I don't know.
When Lamb is in his true form, there's no scent of magic about him to indicate transformation.
Well, the shape-changing wasn't magical in the first place, to my knowledge.
You cannot tell me that the ability to change your entire body is non-magical.
I think
that's how changeling works.
I think according to D&D, it is biological, like a chameleon.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing indicating it's magic in the changeling features. If you want to look at it yourself.
I love that Tiramisu was, oh no, he's hot. That's how Nightshade feels. How dare he be hot?
Let me flash one for those who don't know. But I don't know. I think that's something that one could research and find out. But I always thought, like, when a Duragar goes bigger or smaller or goes invisible, I thought it was just like a chameleon changing colors, like it's a racial trait, and therefore. But I guess it could also be as them casting the enlarge reduce spell naturally through their race. So I mean, I don't know. I think yeah. Raw.
I mean, that would be up to you, Kyle. Yeah. Would a changeling shape changing appear as transmutative magic?
I don't think so, because there's sci-fi changelings, which is just part of their biological race, and it's not a magic thing. It's just their body can do that. So that's what I'm saying it is.
So. Yeah, at least I did Google it out of curiosity on detect magic. And at least the one answer they've got is it wouldn't detect magic wouldn't identify a polymorph changeling. Just because it makes no mention of magical effects, whereas a dragon's change shape ability notes that it's magically polymorphs them.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I have seen with True Seeing that Lamb's form is Lamb underneath.
Yeah.
Yes, I did look that up once to see if you could actually see Lamb as Lamb, and you see the true form of all creatures, which is pretty clear cut.
So Sendu and Tiramisu get another message. Are you sure there's nothing you would like to see?
You can very well fuck off, I think. And that is Sendu out loud.
All right. So then I think it would stop prompting you at this point, but it starts to play random things from the past, just like gladiators fighting in a ring. It starts to play a husband and wife getting married. They are both elves. It sees dragons fighting each other, chromatic versus metallic. Yeah. It's basically just like the Fantasy History Channel in this dome right now. You do remember that there was something weird on this wall and something weird on this wall.
There was a panel on the northeast wall, but Lamb didn't get any information from that. What was the other wall that was weird? I'm sorry.
There were buttons. So this one has like switches, and this one has buttons.
Let me see the switches or wherever.
Are there any labels or any kind of magical circuits that would denote some sort of use?
No, on both of them.
Why
The
would you
buttons,
just have-
there are... one second. There are 6 buttons. And then over here, there are just one switch.
What if I...
Oh, not a switch. I said switch. I meant dial. It's not a switch. It's a dial. Sorry, it's a dial.
Well, concerned with my past mistakes, I'm wondering if I should press any of these, because what if it's the wrong one?
So none of the buttons or switches are labeled. Do they look different in any way? Is there any kind of hint as to their function?
Yeah, actually, the dial has one side with a small circle, and then the other side has a large circle. That's what the dial has. The button doesn't. The buttons don't say anything. Just there's 6 buttons.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I want to press the buttons, but but currently Enchanted Lamb does not.
I go, what? I mean, currently enchanted lamb? That sounds like the thing perfectly currently enchanted lamb would do.
No, he's concerned about the past. Half the things.
Do you press any of the buttons? Do you turn the switch?
Not before I'm out of the fucking room.
You are out of the room.
No, by no means. If there's absolutely no hint as to their function, even detect magic gives me no clue, then I'm not.
Oh, detect magic. You're right. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. Okay. I'm
by the buttons.
Yeah, the buttons are shielding magic abjuration. The dial would be do we say portals were conjuration?
Portals are conjuration.
Conjuration.
Can I make any kind of arcana or investigation check to get a better idea of what specific kind of magic?
Give me an that's a great idea. Give me an investigation.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and resummon Manavaka to give me the help action on this. Ugh, fine, you bitch. Manavaka, I don't appreciate your time. That is god damn it.
12 is good enough. It was only
okay.
it was only a DC 10. As you're looking at these buttons, you brush past above them, and you accidentally activate like some kind of display, and now the buttons do have like some kind of indication. It just says above it, "Press in the right order!" Exclamation point.
You worthless motherfucker!
Tragic.
Lamb, brush the wall over the dial and see if there's any form of display over it.
Okay. As long as this doesn't cause any problems, I'm gonna very tentatively do this.
So it lights up. The panel now is a bright lit up like screen, basically like an arcane crystal. But you see the small circle on the left side of the dial. You see the big circle on the right side of the dial, and you see what do you call it? That it's currently pointed at the small side of the dial. It's currently pointed at small, and it looks like it could be gradually put anywhere in the middle, and it would cause the light to light up as it went across. Like the meter could fill, kind of like as you turn the dial, the meter. I'm trying to explain.
Halvard leaves the room.
Okay, that is completely fair.
So there are no other hints as to the function of this button other than this
the longer
absolute
you stand there,
horseshit.
The longer you stand there, under the top said, press the buttons in the right order. Underneath it, the longer you stand there and you don't press buttons, underneath it, more letters pop up, and it says, "It's not a trap, I promise."
That makes it sound exactly like a trap. What are you doing?
I don't know if this is Kyle trying to convince Joseph to do something, or if this is the room trying to kill Sendu.
Why doesn't Sendu roll an insight check?
You know what? If you'll let me roll into this display, absolutely. Can Manavaka help?
Yes.
17?
Yeah, on a 17, this is not a trap. You sense it's maybe more of a puzzle than a trap.
Interesting. How many buttons were there?
6.
6. I will press them from left to right.
Okay, I have to...
Sendu fucking explodes.
No,
Sendu gets sucked into the abyss.
Well, it was a good run, you guys. Curiosity inevitably killed the cat.
Yep.
So I need to do one thing on my side. Let me fix this.
Out pops the deck of many things.
Right? No, nothing
Cool.
like
It's an entire orb of annihilation.
Cool.
Okay,
In
So
addition,
left to right, it would say, you would hear in your head only, Sendu, you will haunt the always past.
Oh, I need to type that out.
Halvard looks around for something to grab onto, because Halvard's
Okay.
convinced that the gravity is going to go bonkers in there. So, like, I brace
press-
on this wall.
So if I'm numbering them 1 to 6 from left to right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna press button 4, button 6, button 2,
Monk.
button 5, button 3, button 1. The past will always haunt you.
You press those, the computer pops up, the whole dome shows fireworks, and you see, congratulations, and print on the screen, and a slot opens up.
A slot? Like it's asking for something?
No, like a drawer that you could put your hand in and take something out, like a drawer.
Okay, cool. I open the drawer and look into it.
Inside is a canopic organ jar.
You're welcome to whoever's organ this is.
The organ jar has a coin on it.
It's gotta be Broder's.
Oh, I wonder who that belongs to.
Yeah, it's got his lamb. Broder, John, Upman.
Oh, my assumption was Galman. I guess that would be a dice, though, wouldn't it?
Why don't, if anybody, now that you found it, anybody's free to roll medicine on what's inside.
Well, let's
it.
take it out of the room first.
Yes, that's fair. Okay, Lamb, what were you doing with that dial?
I'm racked with existential crisis over whether I should fuck with the dial or not.
Let me go see if it's a trap.
And if I don't fuck with the dial, then what's the lost opportunity of not fucking with the dial?
Does this
Is that medicine
dial
a disadvantage?
does this dial seem as benign as the button seemed?
They do not have letters on them, but so
Wow.
you can't.
Well, this one isn't claiming to not be a trap, so it's probably a trap. I have an idea of what this does, though. Lamb, Tiramisu, why don't you two walk outside?
But
Are you sure?
If my assumption here is that this controls the gravity or lack thereof in the chamber. Nightshade and I have the ability to fly, therefore it makes sense for one of us to be the ones adjusting this dial.
oh right, I can't roll below a 10.
I was like, that's very consistent of you.
I guess I'll trust Sendu for now, but I'm gonna wait like right outside. Like I'm heavily inspecting what he's doing.
So he's gonna pop an elemental gift so that he's floating under
Okay.
his own power,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna turn the dial just a hair to the right.
You notice that to the right of you, a small, almost like a pinprick-sized hole has appeared in the dome.
Oh, from that it ejects poison gas.
Nope.
Do I feel any kind of increased pull on me from
No.
what might be a gravitational force?
No gravitational change.
Cool. I turn the dial further to the right, slowly but continuously.
Yes. That hole has expanded. You could probably put your like a finger or a couple.
I'm gonna
fingers-
glance over and look at and detect magic through that hole.
Portal magic conjuration.
Let's make it bigger. Let's make it
Yep.
bigger.
Okay. Do you go all the way?
I go halfway.
Okay. It's now like the size of your fist.
Fuck it, let's do it live. We've been in here for too long already. I make the hole as big as it gets.
We'll do it live.
It's now about it's like the size of a dog. In fact, it's literally the size of a doggy door. And you hear meow meow coming from it, and out walks this little guy.
A new cat to add to my tower. Hello.
Must
Is the
have
cat
cat.
magical?
The cat. In that it's a magical creature, yes, but I do not think it would ping your it just has
There are no
third eye.
magical effects on it.
No magical effects on the cat.
I would like to
Must have
approach the
cat.
Lamb, beware. We
mu-
do not know what this creature
Must
is.
have cat.
Do you understand language?
Must have cat. Nightshade finally comes in the room.
Nightshade, I thought you were the careful one here.
I'll
I
bow
run-
before the power of cat.
Nightshade hears in her head, would you like to see a vision? We can play you a cat vision if you'd like.
Would you like cat videos?
We can show you a cat video from the past.
No, it's YouTube.
You want to see the first cat?
Nightshade waves it around and says no. And she goes to pet the cat.
It's YouTube with a good suggestion algorithm.
God. I think that Nightshade, as you go to pet the cat, you notice the cat does have a collar on.
Okay, I will look at the collar.
It says, cat is known to teleport. If found, please return to Alicia.
Is that someone that we met earlier?
Yes, Alicia is the secretary of this pyramid that let you in. She is...
Nightshade goes, you can teleport wherever you want to. And then she scritches it.
This is Alicia.
Halvard walks over and he says, hello in Leonin. Which sounds something like meow meow meow.
Yeah. I would say that it's a dialect, so you might get hi, strange big cat. Is what you get back.
Does Tiramisu understand what the cat is saying? She can speak with small animals.
By default, there's no spell or anything like that.
That's one of her racial features.
Oh yes, then 100%. This cat would be like, "Hi, I got stuck outside, and I went through the portal, and the door was closed. Thank you for opening the door. I don't know how to get back. This place is confusing. I like it here, and I like exploring, but I want to go home now."
Tiramisu's like, "Aw, we can take you home."
I immediately ask Tiramisu, "Who are you? Are you speaking? Are you speaking to this cat?"
You got bits and pieces of that, Halvard. You heard home, want, explore, but just bits and pieces of it.
I ask the cat, seen you jar human insides.
It looks at you with disgust and fear, and it's and Tiramisu would hear it say, be like, "I do not eat human organs. What are you
No.
talking about?"
Seen you container. Seen you brown container.
He's he crawls over to Tiramisu and Nightshade, and he's like, "Please," she's like, "Please don't put me in a brown container."
No, you container.
I get the impression this is not productive.
Translate that.
So Nightshade
why
just
don't you translate
calmly
that?
pets it and is like, freedom forever, baby. It's fine.
I tell Halvard, stop scaring the poor little kitty.
Well, could you translate in animal speak?
Guys are sitting outside the room chilling with the fire in because
Alright,
normally
I
this
asked-
fucked up.
I asked the cat, "Hi, okay, kitty. We can take you back to where you belong, but I have to ask you, have you seen anyone around here that has been putting jars with party parts in them around anywhere?"
No, that's weird. No.
You seen any
Fuck no,
container?
Why would you even ask that?
Yeah, I mean, it does say, because I'll just say it's translated. She's like, yeah, there's 8 containers on display in the main temple room. You guys already knew
will
this.
say
This
in
wasn't new
response to
information.
you, Crestfear, oh, buddy, this is remarkably efficient for them.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel all the time. Hi, Sendu!
Oh, that's fun of Aga being like that. Great.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm just talking. I'm talking about this dude. This dude's so cool. Look at this dude. Look at him. Motherfucker's like sitting fully on Cressifear's shoulder.
Hey, we're just chilling. Waiting
We're
for you
having a
guys.
good time.
Did anyone check that little cat door and see if there was anything else in there other than a cat?
So if you did,
I
you
have
don't
not
have to check.
examined it,
It's open. It's a portal.
No.
So there's
Put
no
your hand
hand there
in.
except for a portal.
Okay, so there are no more organs in this room, is what we're, as a consensus, we believe.
As far as you can tell, you could put your hand into the portal. Only your hand would fit, probably, but you could put your hand in the.
I put my hands into the portal.
Cool. Dexterity saving throw.
God.
Oh no.
Hold
Why
on, I'm
would you
good at
do
this.
that?
Hold on,
Everything
is
in
it
here
an
wants to kill us.
acrobatics or is it a dex?
It's literally a
I
saving
mean,
throw.
To
It's a
be
saving-
fair, how
and you
him-
can't see it, so you don't get advantage. So it's just regular dex save.
To be fair, he did go through the mirror portal without any sort of like checking it.
Oh, this isn't for the acrobatics for that. This is because there's something on the other side.
No, I was asking why he would put his hands on something in an area that has shown clear willingness to kill us.
Okay, on that high of a save, you are good. You just feel your hand being licked by a gigantic tongue. Like, you would probably guess, based on the size of the tongue on the other side, it's a 20, 30 foot long tongue. Like,
Ooh,
humongous.
feisty.
Ugh.
Cat, other cat with you, other portal side?
The cat gets the gist and is like, many animals on the other side. Big one, small one, some bigger than your head.
I get it.
Do we help other animals or
No.
only help you?
I come and go. They live there.
Okay.
Nightshade can fit within an inch.
Yeah, I guess you can
No,
fly through the portal.
Nightshade.
Nightshade
fly through
crawls
the
towards cat door.
Yes. Nightshade goes towards cat door. Yeah, you go through the portal.
Nightshade, what are you doing?
Nightshade, give me a dex save as you come out of the
We
portal.
haven't even found your organ yet.
So why do I have to do a deck save?
Because there's dangerous stuff on the other side of this portal. Not all animals are fluffy and nice.
This is holy shit!
You
Okay,
watch.
you successfully pass. You are on the other side now, and you see, like, basically Clifford the Big Red Dog, but 10 times the size.
Really big red dog.
And he licks you up and down, and then to the left of that, there is a giant bowl with a giant fish living in it. Next to that, there is a humongous, I would say the size of a skyscraper, kangaroo. You see tiny things as well. There are little, like, probably the size of your thumb. There's a cheetah, the size of your thumb. There's a hyena, maybe the size of, like, your head. Yeah, it's just a menagerie of different animals of different sizes.
Nightshade wants to live here.
Nightshade.
Nightshade pets every single animal. Every single
Nightshade
one.
never comes back. Jess rolls a new character.
She lives in the menagerie.
What about your kid?
Theo's fine.
Yeah, Theo's being raised between the library and his dad. He'll be fine.
I'll convince
No,
Theo to live in the tower with my
Nightshade
adopted child.
checks out the menagerie for any of our jars. She names
There's no
all the
jars.
animals. She fluffs all the beds, and then she comes back out the cat door.
Yes.
It's been 4 years since you went in there, Nightshade.
Yes. It has been a long time. No, Nightshade, you were in there for a couple hours. Like, you were definitely, like, in there for a while. Yeah.
Whoa. If that's true, don't we get a short rest?
No. For her, it was a couple hours.
For her.
You guys, it was like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Amazing. Love this
I
for
mean,
me.
probably after like the first couple minutes, I'm like, dude, we'd like go and check on her. How long were we in the mirrors?
You can't fit.
The fact that she was so incredibly adamant to be safe around this chamber and then stuck her entire body through an unknown portal makes me less than inclined to go after her.
Right.
But what if we don't help her and then that was a bad mistake?
She has to own it.
Since when do you care about me, Broder? You weirdo.
I mean, you're like the meat shield of the party.
Oh, that is true. That is true. That's true.
You hit things with book flail.
Upon that discussion, Nightshade exits the portal covered in saliva and fur, and yeah, just like
the biggest shit-eating grin that's ever been shit-eating grinned. And she goes, "Don't worry, there's no organs in there, but lots of adorable animals." And then she just pulls out the tiniest little gazelle, and she's like, "Look at it."
You probably shouldn't be holding on to that.
100%, Jess. If you want to add tiny gazelle,
yes, I do.
You may.
I feel like there's
it's like the size of your pinky is like how big this gazelle is.
I feel like somewhere there's a tiny gazelle mother that's like having a panic attack because her tiny gazelle
The
child
tiny gazelles probably get eaten all the time. I can't imagine this is new for them.
Her name is Giselle, the tiny gazelle.
Yes.
Yep, that's her name now. Oh, and Tiramisu, you can speak to small animals, so you speak to this one really well, like because it's so small. Yeah.
I love that it's the size of the animal that makes a difference. Like the smaller the animal, the more fluently Tiramisu speaks its language.
Exactly that. Yep.
Yay!
Alrighty.
I just put it on my shoulder and it romps around, and I'm like, "This is the best thing that's ever happened to me." Besides the birth of my son and my daughter, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
I asked the tiny gazelle, like, are you comfortable up there?
Oh yes, this is so fun.
I love this.
All right, and I say to the cat, "All right, come with us. We'll bring you home."
Daughter?
Yes, it is known out of game, and in game too, that Nightshade does have 2 kids. That Theo is her second kid.
Okay.
Right.
So technically, when you were saying second child before, you really meant my third. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just said you had another kid. I think, or did I say a second? I don't remember.
You never said second.
Okay.
Halfred cautiously peeks down this hallway.
I gave the party the ability to control.
Does the cat have
Prism.
a name?
Yes, her name is Prism.
Yes.
Aww.
Prism.
Oh.
Giselle and Prism.
Now I know how to get you guys into traps. Apparently, put some fucking animals in.
Hell yeah.
You know how to get Nightshade into a trap.
I cautiously peek down this hallway.
All it took was a giant tongue and a tiny hole. I'm like, hell yeah.
It is just a hallway.
Are we sure it's just a hallway?
Yes, you're positive.
No.
How would I even look for traps?
It would be investigation to look for traps.
I'm maintaining detect magic.
All
the traps in here so far seem to be magical in nature, so...
I like to imagine there's like super obvious like pit trap, like there's leaf covering, but like some of it's revealing like the stick thatching covering the giant hole beneath, and there's just like a puppy in the center. That's all Kyle has for the trap. Just a puppy there. It's like, yep.
So yes, you arrive
you approach the puppy.
Lamb, are you gonna move your ass?
I guess. I don't know. What if moving is the wrong choice?
What do we see before us?
It's a door.
How long does this last, by the way?
Guys, there's a door.
You don't know.
Okay.
Out of character until something happens.
Okay.
But forever, basically. Okay. Yeah, you see a door-ass door.
Also, I was given my canopic jar, yes?
No, you don't know that. You guys don't know whose that is. Nobody's looking inside of it.
It's
just,
got a coin on it.
It has a coin on it, but you should look in it.
Brother, this might well be yours.
All right, who's got good medicine? Well, Tiramisu, you've got +3 medicine. Why don't you take a gander at this jar?
I would like to give Tiramisu the help action.
Yeah, so Tiramisu, you may roll medicine with advantage.
If Tiramisu wishes to do so, you don't have
Yes,
to.
you don't have to. Yeah.
Okay, no, I will roll an advantage.
You look inside this jar. From what you know about changelings, their outside and inside is both white. I'm making this canon. I don't know if it is, but it is now.
Yes.
Like they have white skin as well as white organs. And this is way more pink and fleshy, and so it is not a changeling organ.
Oh, gambling, maybe then.
I thought it was Galman's at first. I said that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, coin could have been me by alright, so we ruled out that it's me.
Yeah. On what did you get on your roll? 21? On a 21.
I honestly forgot about Galman and the fact that he existed. Also, I found a picture of Giselle. Please put him in. Look. Look at it. He's on a finger.
You don't know for sure because you're not a doctor, Tiramisu, but this could be a dwarf organ.
Is it an extremely powerful lever?
Actually, that's hilarious. It's literally a liver. Yeah.
But like the most muscly liver you've ever seen.
Yes. Okay, that's a very good point. Yes, it is like it's got the biggest duct. It's got the strongest valves. It's like it's got the filter looks like it's like made of charcoal. Like yeah.
My God. This thing has seen more poison than most assassins.
So as far as you guys know, you might have Galman's.
He's been getting drunk a lot easier lately.
Since JJ is not here, if someone else would like to add Galman's liver to their inventory.
Tiramisu, do you want to, since you actually identified it?
I'll just
Sure, yeah.
I was gonna add it just to the loot.
Oh yeah, add to the party loot. That's
Fucking to the party loot, Galman's liver.
I was also going to suggest maybe Wes, because out of game, Wes lives with JJ. So, okay, yeah, you guys have arrived at Just a Door.
Check the door to see if it's unlocked.
I'm at the back of the group. Does anybody want to just walk in there?
Kraz, check to see if it's unlocked. It is unlocked.
I'll open the door.
Okay. I shall reveal what's on the other side.
Let's try.
The ceiling of this room is supported by 4 crystal columns with eye-shaped capstones.
Yeah, sure, just walk into there, even though there's someone right in there.
I open the door, I walk in. I don't know.
It doesn't. Well, that would put you. Let's put you at the entrance to the doorway because I do want to read what's going on first. We'll put you.
Okay.
The ceiling of this room is supported by 4 crystal columns with eye-shaped capstones. A dozen thick cushions are scattered around the room, in the center of which a dragonborn lies in a pool of dried blood on the floor. A dagger and an oblong rock, broken into 2 pieces, lie near the body's outstretched arms.
What?
Say what?
Ooh,
Oh,
murder
wow.
mystery.
She's hot. I'd hit it.
Well,
Did
she's
you-
also dead.
She
Yeah,
is
did
dead.
you say it was a corpse?
She
What
is
did you
either
have-
dead or
Yeah.
died, but she is 100% like bleeding out. Or
Does
or,
anybody
or
speak
already bled
dragon?
out.
She's laying in a pool of dried blood, so we should act quickly.
I go
Can't
over to the
let
check
a
to see
hot
if she's
piece like
alive.
that
If she's
die.
alive.
What's happening?
Okay,
Oh no!
I run in, I see her bleeding. I'm like, oh no, we gotta get you. We have to get you safe right now. And I cast Cure Wounds. And I guess I upcast it to 3rd level.
I wouldn't recommend upcasting it.
Okay, I'll
No,
just.
I mean, metagame, you would know that if you cast it at all, you would restore someone who is dying.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just cast Cure Wounds.
Unfortunately, it does not work. She is dead.
Damn.
No.
And what was near her?
A dagger and a rock broken into 2 pieces.
Okay.
Was this like a puzzle on how she died?
Uh,
The rock melted and she was standing on it and killed herself.
The puzzle is that we take the knife, we carve open her stomach, and we're gonna find a jar with someone's organs in it.
Oh my god.
Puzzle.
Jesus Christ,
Oh my
Alfred.
god.
Question.
Nightshade is
do
like,
we
it better
have-
not be my organs.
Do we have the materials for a revivify?
Does anybody have Revivify?
I have revivify.
Jar, right?
Then you would have definitely had the materials because the party have.
The
That-
materials are 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds, so it's
Oh.
not guaranteed that we have them.
and also, when did she die? Because doesn't Revivify kind of have a time limit?
It's a minute. Yeah.
Within 1 minute. So we should do a
Yeah.
medicine check to see if
Yeah.
how recently
If the
she
party
died.
wants to do a medicine check, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'll
blood's
throw a
already
message.
dried. It's probably been more than a minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see the 21. Sorry. On that 21.
The 21 is from identifying the canopic jar with Galman's liver.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, if anyone wants to do a medicine check, feel free.
I would love to give Tiramisu the help action. Actually, no.
Well,
I'm gonna have Manavaka give Tiramisu the help action,
uh,
and I'll make it
Okay.
separately.
good thing I rolled an 18.
Yeah, on Kraz.
Beat you by 1.
There you go. Yeah, Kraz and Sendu would both. That she's been dead for longer than a minute.
She's beyond the helping of Revivify Tiramisu.
Yes.
No.
I mean, if you guys had like Raise Dead or a different spell, that could matter. But yes, for Revivify, it's yes. Also on that medicine check. Let's see here. You turn the body over for the medicine check, and there is because that's where the wound is, the wound side. So you turn the body over, and there's a horrible abdominal wound. And on that, it looks like the knife is close to her hand. So on that medicine, it might be a self-inflicted wound.
Oh.
She committed suicide?
That would be the idea.
I knew it. Okay.
It's an abdominal wound, you said.
Yes.
So, like, she carved it open. Does it look like she...
They rolled something.
Does it look like she was trying to get a foreign object out of her body? Is the wound, like,
That would be,
large?
unfortunately, a separate medicine check to look for missing...
I'll give you the help action since we're both here.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
21, baby!
On a
Give me
20.
that info!
Yes. Based on your study of more organic beings, it looks like she's missing her pancreas.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fun.
A self-inflicted wound from which...
I'd like to check out these rocks.
It was one rock split into 2, but yes, you can check out the
I'd
one
like
rock.
to check
now
that
too.
out. I'd
Okay,
check it
yeah,
out.
give me investigation.
I guess I'll go with John because I feel
Ah!
it will ruin.
It's just a rock, you guys.
It's just
Nothing to see here.
Oh my god.
Lamb, Broder, John, you you recognize that the striations on this rock and the shape and the form, this is not a rock. It's a rock now, but at one
Was it a
point
fucking pancreas?
at one point it was organic, and based on what Sendu just said, you'd imagine it was a pancreas divided into 2.
Oh. Okay.
I argue with Broder, and I'm like, no, clearly it's a rock. I'm completely certain it's just a rock. You are wrong, sir. My skills at investigation tell me that it's just a rock.
Alright.
I'm so sorry to dispel your notion,
Oh
but
no.
it's not. That's probably a pancreas.
I'm fretting that I made a mistake in thinking it was a pancreas now. You've successfully gaslit me. I hope you're happy.
So basically, as a catch-up, you know that this woman stabbed herself, pulled out her pancreas, and then split the pancreas in half, and then died.
So, okay. So no, there's no way to raise her from the dead because missing a whole organ, we would need very powerful magic to restore that.
What else do we see around this room? Shall we check the room and see?
Counterpoint.
Potions, the pillars with eyes on them, like eyes engraved on them, you said?
The 4 dots on the map are the crystal pillars with eyes. There is. You could also examine her body, like she does. She's wearing clothes. She has pocket. And then the other thing would be, can I have the party? This is gonna be a party. So it's gonna be based on the average if you guys put stuff. History.
Okay, so counterpoint
Everybody can
to
roll.
Sendu saying we can't raise dead. Make hole on the pancreas rock. Put it back in the body where it's supposed to be, and then raise dead.
I mean,
Anyway.
I don't know what make whole is, but maybe.
Oh, like
Make-
put the two next to each other.
Is make hole not a
Can-
5th edition spell?
I don't think make whole is in 5e.
Can
Mending, there's mending.
Can Monovaka give me the help action on this?
Yes.
19, baby! I'm really glad I got that help action.
What are we rolling? History? I'll roll history.
Can you tell us the DC on this?
No.
No.
I only got a 10.
Okay, so
Nightshade?
Nightshade, do you want to?
Nightshade, roll.
Hey, don't yell at me.
You don't have to. If
Wake
you
up.
want to, you can.
Wake up. We're not done yet.
Tired. I got shit. I'm horrible. What do you want from me?
Sendu.
Hey, I had a miserable morning too.
So both Tiramisu and Sendu, you would remember from your dealings at the library, and the fact that you know that a librarian is missing. You would remember that Maya Stan Sadar, the missing librarian, whose name is also in the book, was a dragonborn.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
And she figured it out too. And she's
Uh-oh.
So
I believe that we have found our missing librarian.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay.
sadness.
What a waste. She was hot.
Okay, what do we think of these pillars? I approach.
We are in a temple of the all-seeing orb, are we not?
I approach this pillar.
This, therefore, would be a Have we seen this symbol anywhere else in the temple?
oh yeah, the eye is all over the temple and even on the outside. And the practitioner, when you're a low-level monk or priest or whatever, you just paint an eye on your forehead. But once you reach a high enough level, you fall and get a third. So yes.
Oh,
right.
fancy.
So this is a symbol of the area we're in.
Yes.
And detect magic does not detect anything strange in this area, does it? There are no magical effects going on here.
No, no magic.
I poke the eye anyway.
It blinks, and then
No, it doesn't.
No.
Just straight up denial. It does not do that, actually, sir.
it
Try
blinks,
again.
and then it continues staring.
Okay, that's frightening. All right. Well, someone should search the body's pockets and what have you.
I will. I'll do it.
Okay, give me investigation.
I can inform you first that she has no magical items on her person, so this seems a little bit petty.
That is Lamb's expertise area.
Pettiness?
Yes. Petty thievery. I do know, as far as mistakes go in the past, stealing from people is not one of them.
Christ.
It's one thing I'm confident on.
Senju's like,
okay.
this is petty, and Lamb is like, joke's on you, I'm into that shit.
You find two things. You find what appears to be like a journal or diary, and the other thing you find is pages of like sheafs of paper that are really they're loose paper. They have torn edges. They have scribblings on them, and while the journal would take another investigation to look through, the papers are easy to read. These are pages copied from, it looks like, a tome regarding mummy lords. And they note the fact that a mummy lord's heart must be destroyed to keep the mummy lord from reforming. Otherwise, if you kill a mummy lord, it just comes back over and over.
So say, how do you have to kill them again?
By destroying
Destroy
their
the heart.
Okay.
and their hearts.
Okay. Yeah. I did roll perception, by the way, to make sure none of it's trapped. I probably had a mistake of reading a book once and getting like
You
fucked
have
over.
been in the magical library for a hot minute. That tracks.
Yeah.
And then
This feels like excessively ominous environmental storytelling.
well, the book that sent you guys here in the place, the crystal book, had rituals regarding mummies, so that it does make sense.
Oh, I was not informed of that.
Oh, I thought that's the first thing I said, was that the book had several things about making people live longer, how to entomb the dead. Like,
Yeah. No, you said
maybe
that.
I didn't say the word.
You
mummy.
didn't say
Maybe
the
I
word mummy, but
I
you
might
just
not
made
have said the
people
word
live
mummy.
longer.
Yeah, it does indeed say the word mummy in the book. Yes.
I remember mummies being mentioned, or at the very least, I assumed as much because like
I definitely
canopic
said mummies
jars
last
and
week.
immortal.
I don't
yeah.
know that I said mummies this week. I do apologize.
I don't think you said it this week, but yeah, mummies were definitely involved.
Broder, what do you got there? I turn
I-
around and I approach Broder.
I'm like, after like excessively like focusing on like 1 second, I have to make sure everything's fine. Like, I'm
I
like
can't
very
keep it going.
carefully checking the pages to make sure I don't see any like hidden glyphs or anything. And then I finally like peruse the journal and everything. I'm like, okay, so I think it's just like, oh, actually, did you say anything about the journal yet?
I said that there was a journal there. You don't know what's in it though.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
definitely reading about the journal.
Do you tell
Well-
the party about the mummy thing first?
Since I've finished reading it, yeah, I'll hand those to the party and be like, yeah, so it's stuff about killing mummies. You want to attack their heart.
Alfred takes the ratted piece of paper and he licks it like a cat. It's definitely paper.
I mean, that's a good point, Nightshade. Prism starts eating the dragonborn.
Kitty, what are you doing?
Kitty, no.
Okay, and then there is a journal. If you want to do an investigation on that, or if you want to share it with the investigation.
Yes, I will roll investigation, and I will share once I'm done reading it. But gotta make sure I have all that.
Plus 14. What the fuck?
Expertise, my man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 24. Sorry, I thought the 24 was. Okay.
I got 24 on my last investigation too.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Okay, cool. Let me find the beginning here. So, it talks about how she writes in the journal about how she came here to confront Valen, the master or mistress of this temple, and at some point, she doesn't know the how, the why, the where, or the when. She gets down about like not knowing certain things. She does know that her name is in the book, and she found specifically which organ was not hers. She found that out, and so also she had read the Canopic Being, and she knew that the rituals, if your organs are missing, or if they've been switched out, you can be turned into a golem, or you can as a servant, you can be mind controlled, things of that nature. And so, as opposed to be used as a pawn, she chose to end her life by carving out the pancreas and then destroying the pancreas. So,
I'm sorry, what was that about becoming a golem?
Yeah, so we found out the book tells you that if your organ is taken out and then switched with someone else's, and then the rituals are performed, you can be turned into a servant or a golem, and that's why we know. That's how we suspect that this one over here, by that pool that we found earlier, we suspect that was an organ donor / recipient because they are a golem.
So we could get turned into golems.
You 100% could be mind controlled or turned into golems. Yes.
We do not know what the process is to do such a thing, though, do we?
Yes. The book talks about it somewhat, but
Does
it's
the book mention going into a temple? Because I feel like that's just asking for trouble.
No, but it's very high level magic.
Not just anyone could do that, but then again, not just anyone could remove organs from people either. So
yeah. The idea would be that you would need the mummy lord and the donor or recipient to swap organs. So, or for someone who's already to give their organ. So you guys would have either mistresses or masters' organs, and then also have you would also you'd have the mummy lord or lady's organs, and then or you could have one of their servants' organs. Either one would work.
I don't like any of this.
no, it's quite bad.
This makes me quite anxious. I'm ready to leave this room.
So a rather crucial part of this is that we're going to need, assuming that our organs have been replaced in order to make us potential victims for this creature, a presumed mummy lord, and we're going to need to find some way to put our own organs back in, which is not something any of us are very good at.
You would also see here, there's a door to the south. I will reveal other things. There is a hallway, an open hallway to the north, and there is also a door to the west.
Okay. I'm also going to imagine that replacing the organs is not... It's not just simple surgery.
It's some kind of arcane surgery.
Yeah. Like, we have someone else's organs in us, like, keeping us
We gotta
functioning
find-
as that organ.
We gotta find
normally
Halvard's
would be.
priest. He did it magically. We just gotta
Yeah.
hold the knife under his throat.
Oh yeah, did I recognize that guy?
Yeah, he was the shaman of your tribe. He was the main shaman.
Let's just go back to your hometown and slip the knife under his throat.
I would be interested to know if the shaman of my tribe also came to all your houses when you guys were babies, or if perhaps someone. Yeah, okay. Anyway,
Well, let's go back to that room and you ask that thing to show them the moment of our organ switching.
No, it has to be you.
No, it doesn't.
It said any event possible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
I don't
could
want
go
it's
this
mumbo
hallway.
jumbo in my head, but you've already done it, so it's fine for
Just
you.
What was I gonna say? Are we going north, west, or south? Because in character, you don't know that this connects. You don't know that this connects to where you've already been.
I proceed north.
I mean, I actually always vote for left, but the people have been kind of doing their own thing at this point.
I've just
Why
been
not?
Also, I-
following people, so
Also, I feel like making a decision would be a potential mistake. So
Yeah,
I
for
don't want-
you, yes.
I don't want to, be
Yeah,
having
we'll follow the giant lion guy.
Halvard, don't move
A
too quickly.
long
Wait for
hallway
us.
Ending in a door.
Oh, where's Sendu? Where's our metal detector? Come here,
I'm right
Sendu.
I'm behind you.
Make yourself useful.
got a 15 to
Halvard,
check for traps.
if you continue to speak to me in such a way, I will simply turn around and go elsewhere. You will speak to me with respect, please.
Can we just put a light on him so that when he detects magic, it just goes beep, beep, beep?
Sendu's gonna go to the left.
Bye!
Uh,
Oh, don't take Monavaka with you!
I will absolutely take Monavaka with me.
I'm racked with indecision over who to go with.
I cautiously peer.
You know
around
what?
the
I'm going
corner.
over this way because I like motherfucker.
I also like motherfucking.
Hell yeah, I'm the best.
Albert, I'm sorry. The imp has
That's fine.
too much allure.
I cautiously peer around the corner.
So, yeah, you see a door, Halvard, and then Senda, you also see a door.
What is the door made of? Is it wood? And I ask because I'm wondering words. I'm wondering if I can detect magic through it.
It is made of like a stone you wouldn't recognize. It's the same thing all the doors are made out of.
But it is one that blocks detect magic.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to open the door.
Okay. The door is locked.
Interesting. Lamb, this one is actually locked. Would you mind giving it a try and seeing if you can pick it?
I guess.
Don't worry, I believe in you.
Okay, is it investigation or perception of traps? I think I can do either, can't I?
For traps is investigation, unless you have an ability.
Okay, well then, yeah, 26 for trap checking.
There are no traps.
Okay, and then I will use my thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
Once I can get to them. Right, beyond 20, dexterity, because I'm pretty sure that's what this would be, and I'm proficient.
Yep, efficiency.
Proficiency, expertise, yeah. You got a nat 1 and then still ended up with a 20.
Tragic. Well, I mean, that's a fuck up in your book, I believe.
Yeah. But what I will say is, you definitely feel like it should succeed. It's very thematic that happened because it does not work on this door. So, at the moment that your thieves' tools don't work, we will cut over to Halvard. Halvard, you're at a door.
I touch the door.
It's a door.
I look for a knob or a handle.
Yeah, there's a doorknob.
Okay. Since I don't have the ability to check and see if it's trapped, all I do is check and see if it's locked.
You can actually do both. If you roll investigation, you can look for... Well, investigate if it's trapped. It would be sleight of hand or something like that to check them. Yeah, it's not trapped.
Okay, and I try to open it.
It is locked.
Okay. I try to bash the door down.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. What did you get in your... Yeah, okay. So, give me an athletics check to barge the door down.
20.
Yeah, so you definitely feel like that should work, and you trigger a trap that you did not see with your 14. So, a glyph glows on the door, and an explosion happens. Halvard, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, and is this with advantage?
You don't see it coming, like it's out of
Okay.
nowhere.
Okay, I click on myself. I click on that.
You actually don't need to click yourself, just so you know. The only time you need to click yourself is for initiative.
Right. Okay.
Dex save of 15 that will fail.
He just
Halvard,
likes clicking on himself.
Halvard, you take 31 thunder damage.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Oh, boy.
Ow.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
so I emerge from the corner, smoke coming out of my ears.
Did you have
And
a
I'm-
good time
I'm, like,
making yourself
limping.
useful, Halvard?
I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. There's smoke escaping my ears. You see, I was just struck by a explosion of thunder. Perhaps you heard the sound. I couldn't. I am deafened.
The party would hear like a crack a boom.
I'm like going on each side of the wall. I'm like, clearly something happened to me. So yeah, how'd
had
you
a
guys
time
make
of it.
out with your door?
It doesn't seem to open.
I strongly suggest you do not try to bash it open.
That, I guarantee you, never once crossed my mind. Do you require a degree of healing?
I'm almost at half HP. You notice that I'm like at half capacity of my health.
I see.
I do not outright ask for healing, though. But
Zendu does not outright offer it.
lions can be proud.
You're looking a little smoky, my friend.
A scratch, a scratch. I
We
cough
should-
and more smoke comes out of my mouth.
We should attempt to find another way around. Let's head for the doorway to the south.
That
See
sounds
if that
like a
gets
great
us
idea.
anywhere.
Sure, sounds like a good idea.
I noticeably limp towards that.
How's this door looking, Kyle? I attempt to open it.
That one's open.
Fantastic.
Not open, it's unlocked, but yes.
Do you feel like we're being herded?
You guys do remember this hallway from
Mhm.
earlier exploring. It's the one that goes on the map. It goes underneath. And that's why it's weird.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that a full wall?
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-bum.
I have the feeling we've been here before.
Indeed.
And you remember that you'll come.
I am
upon,
Jeremy Stu, wake up.
You
Come
remember
join
that
the rest of us.
you'll come upon the room that had the golem in the water.
Where
Mm-hmm.
did we go?
Down
You're going all the way back there?
Now, remind me, was an organ found in the golem room?
We
But-
left them.
Go in the golem room.
What about
because
this?
Here's something I forgot to mention, Cap. The golem is basically started speaking as Valen, the mistress of the temple.
Mhm.
So she started speaking as Valen. She's like, hello, welcome to my temple. I can.
And we accused her of all the shit that she's done, and she denied it.
And she's like, no, that's not true at all. I'm an innocent priestess who's all about divination in the future and my god and all that stuff. And so, no, that's not true at all.
We accused her of taking our organs?
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, it would
I
only
would
make
like
sense
to-
because
Hold on, I would like to ask the group, were there any rooms that were entered where organs were not found?
Hold on.
well, you see, just
I
we
can't
did
let
enter
the...
this room, but we kind of went back to the mirror room right after that. Because just
We didn't
I-
find any organ in the room with the dead woman.
I
Well,
can't.
yeah.
I can't let this locked door go go remaining locked.
Unanswered?
Yes, I can't have any sort of mistakes happen. That's not allowed. So
oh, unlocking and come.
yeah, I would like to try again at unlocking it if possible.
Does the door allow do-overs?
It's not worth it.
Takesies, backsies, if you will.
But you figure the team would allow it, but you just have to raise the DC.
So there was a big room that we went into, which is that center room. But you guys looked in, or we looked in, and we were like, nope, 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 and then we noped out of there. So-
Because, yeah, we were like, this is boss energy.
And you did, in fact, see 8
you
jars
get up and jerk.
in that room.
Nobody wanted to go take a look at the jars.
Yeah, no. you
Okay,
guys are scared.
so it feels like we either confront a golem or we go into the room with the jars.
Well, you actually have another subquest, kind of, sort of. You have a cat that wants to go back to her owner.
We can go ahead and bring
So
the
we
cat
can-
back. That's reasonable.
I'm
Yeah, I'll
feeling
go
the
bring it.
cat. I'm not gonna get
It's on the
struck by
way.
thunder. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to do that? I'm down.
So, I mean,
Kind of on the way, believe it or not. Little off the way.
Can I roll to unlock door, Kyle?
Yeah, you can 100% try another.
Which
Okay.
door?
It's the one that Sendu wanted me to unlock.
The one that didn't blow up in the landslip.
Why did I roll? Oh, okay, that's because of reliable talent that it's treating it as a 1. I don't. Let me double check that. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be being applied that way. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus. Okay, so no, it's supposed to be a 10.
Yeah, anything less than a 10 turn. So,
Okay.
that is indeed a 20. It does not unlock.
I start hyperventilating. Like,
Here's a
no,
question,
no.
Kyle. Does
What?
it seem
Like
to
in-
be? Does it seem to be that this requires some kind of specific input like in magical terms, or is it
yes,
just a
I was
very
just
complicated?
I was just gonna have Lamb roll either insight or Arcana.
Okay, I'll roll. I'll roll Actually, I'll roll insight since I actually have that trained. 15.
That's high enough that you know yourself. No, well, I mean, you started to doubt yourself recently, so that's definitely playing a part. But you know yourself.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out a little bit early. Sorry, I've just been a bit under the weather, and I really need to head out. All right, I had really fun playing, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, good night.